Hello, happy Crimson Tuesday. Evil Tentacle, hello, Slat Studio. A wild Tuesday appears. Yes, 8:07, a little bit later than usual. I have no reason or excuse. Ebersine, thank you so much for this sub. Thank you, thank you. Good to see you, of course. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Today is an art stream. It's going to be a really nice, relaxing type of a night. We're just going to hang out and work on the close-up of the fisherman we've been working on for the past few weeks, few streams. Goman-sama, good to see you. Jim Matt, good to see you. Yay, happy Crimson Tuesday. Yay, art stream. Yes, thank you. Glad to see you guys too. Yeah, it's going to be just a really relaxing art stream. Maybe interspersed with some biomenace, some books, a few little other things. Like I'm going to show my cross stitch now, and I'm going to give a dev update. I guess I'll start with a dev update. Yeah, I mentioned to you guys last week that I finished chapter 5 finally at long last, and I've been just going through the feedback from people on the demo and also beta testers that has come in since the last time I addressed any feedback. So there was quite a bit of it. Slowly getting through that, just fixing things, polishing things up. I hope that this guy in the back, I hope that's not too much animation going on in the background. Just let me know. We could swap it for something else if it's a bit much. But yeah, it's going well. It's going well. On one, it's a double-edged sword. On one edge, I'm so glad that there are people submitting feedback for the demo. It's basically my only source of testing, really, besides just getting friends to help. So I'm so grateful for all the feedback. So that's one edge. The other edge, of course, is I look at how I did stuff, months to years ago, and I just have to wonder how it's working at all, really. It starts to feel really flimsy because the code just seems like it was put together by just a pack of rats or something who took maybe one course, in C# and then dropped out or something. That's what it feels like. So it's good and bad. It's mostly good. I'm certainly not complaining, but yeah. Past Julia has a lot to answer for, but that's okay. Future Julia will be in better shape for it. Anna CGG, good to see you. Okay, good. Anna, like background animation. It's exciting and beautiful. Okay. Oh wow, I don't know why my face keeps getting eaten though, so I'm going to try to make sure I sit up, which is not something I usually do in my daily life. Oh, Robot Spacer, happy Crimson Tuesday. Oh my gosh, Robot Spacer. I got to hang out a little bit watching your first introduction to Return to the Oberdin. I was so excited to watch you play it. I actually went back and watched the VOD after the fact. I love that game so much, and I'm so excited that you're playing it. And no spoilers, if you're live by the time I'm off, which is around 11:30 or so, we're totally gonna raid you, because I think everyone needs to see this game if you haven't seen Return to the Oberdin already. It's completely ingenious, and we had the discussion about jealousy versus envy, and I can't remember what the verdict was, but whatever it is, probably both. I just think Lucas Pope as a game developer it's just crazy. It's crazy because he literally does everything. Like, he does the music too, and I don't do the music. And he builds these incredible tools, and he comes up with these whole ways of making a game world look a certain way, completely beyond me. Of course, he also made Papers, Please. He's working on something for the Playdate, actually, which is kind of exciting. Yeah, that game. I'm not even a person who likes 3D games usually, but it does everything so well that the rendering of the 3D is amazing, and it's so perfect for what the game is. I can't say enough about it, Robot Spacer. So yeah, if you are alive, I would definitely 100% gonna be raiding you tonight. Eating with, good to see you. Yeah, Slash Studio. That's what you get for hiring a pack of rats to do the code. I know. It was worth it, but it wasn't worth it. They're not much for getting back and fixing their errors. Beta Human, good to see you. Yes, the pack of rats that go back in time and rewrite all my code. And Eat Away, yes, Eat Away says all code is assembled with bits of twine and bubblegum. That's what it feels like. Popsicle sticks and twine is what it feels like. And it seems like I just push it a little bit with my finger and the whole thing is just going to collapse. And that's really scary. Oh my goodness. So yeah, the feedback is good. It's good. It's good. Okay, Robot Space, yes, you're so excited to play more. Okay. Yes. Oh, Alex finished it before I got a chance to play it. Oh, Return of the Arbitens. He's so good at putting mysteries together. Oh, it's so delightful. I even like the fact that it can be hard to discern people's faces. Because, yeah, that's what trying to remember stuff is like, right? It's... Remembering stuff is almost like a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. And that's what that art reminds me of, right? I love it. I unreservedly love it. And I'm so excited because I usually can't talk about recent games because I don't really tend to play recent games. But that's a goodie. 2018 is still fairly recent, I think. But I love every aspect of it. So I'm really excited to watch you play more. But yeah, developer update. That's the developer update. When I'm finished going through all the feedback stuff for the demo and for the beta stuff, I'm going to be working on the holiday card, which I'm very excited to do because I did mention to you guys I have an idea in my head and I cannot wait to put that to pixels. Ooh, Slash Studio. I just replayed Oberdin a week ago. I had forgotten enough for it to be fun. I look forward to being able to do that. Although I am watching Robot Spacer play it, so it's kind of a refresher for me. Oh my gosh, it ramps up so quickly. It's in a wonderful way. Okay. I'm going to quickly show the cross-stitch progress, and then we're going to just dive right in, I think. Let's see here. Okay, filters. Turn off chroma key. Okay. Yes, so... We've got... Here she is. We're getting there. I think someone calculated it's 16,000 plus stitches I'll be making. So I'm not quite there, but I'm getting there. And I need to use discipline though. I need to start doing the more boring parts. I've started kind of focusing on the more interesting parts, like the characters and everything. But there's a lot of wallpaper that's just a repeating pattern, and I got to make sure that I don't just leave that all to the end because that's going to be a bit of a slog to get through. So I gotta be methodical. I need to plan. And cross stitch is my favorite kind of stitch because unless it's in time. Yeah, I love the black. I love the black cross stitching Aida cloth. I think it's called AIDA cloth. Only thing is, as you can see, I'm doing like black, and doing cross stitching black on black can be kind of tricky because it's kind of easy to miss a stitch here and there. Like even half a stitch is easy to miss. But no, I love the black. I love the color on the black. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce myself really quickly. Then I'm gonna run the trailer. That's what we do here. Did I forget anything? No. Okay. Welcome to Crimson Tuesday. We do this every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And sometimes it's just me. Sometimes it is me and Dan Pollicar, who is the musician on the Crimson Diamond. And just last week, Dan was with us, and he composed a triumphant ending track for the Crimson Diamond, and that was a lot of fun. He also likes to show his Transformers. You just gotta ask, and he will show them. Parts of his amazing big box collection, too. And occasionally we have guests on the stream as well, which is kind of nice. And it's something I probably want to do more of potentially here and there, but I like the routine of having, just me or Dan or the occasional guest to mix stuff up. So yeah, that's what we do here. I've been updating. I've been updating the graphics for the introductory sequence of the Crimson Diamond. It's coming along pretty well, and so if you come here and you're afraid of spoilers when you're watching stream, you don't have to worry at all. I never discuss stuff past the first chapter of the game, and I never will show artwork that I've been working on that's in the other chapters, really, so. Orbit Space, I need to ask about Transformers sometimes. Dan is more than happy to tell you. He favors the ones that turn into cassette players, of course, being a musician. But yeah, that's what we do here, so no spoilers of any kind, really, and yeah. And then afterwards, at around 10:30 to 11:30, I do Let's Plays. And I've been focusing on EGA games, which is the 16-color palette that I'm using for my game. And I've been playing adventure games that I've never played before in EGA color palette. And I'm currently playing Delphine, what is it called? Delphine Software Internationale, 1991 game called Cruise for a Corpse in EGA. I am taking what I call a self-guided tour of the game, which means I am just consulting a walkthrough at this point. I was warned it was a tough game, and it is a little tough. So I'm just gonna. I spent a few tries just trying out and exploring on my own, and right now I'm just gonna get through the game, and then we're gonna move on to something else. I just want to see all the story and the scenes and stuff. Jim Matt says Soundwave is the best Transformer. I think you're gonna get a lot of consensus, Jim Matt, on that. Because how could it not be cooler? Is that the one that Cassette turns into a pterodactyl robot? That is cool. I can't even argue. I like He-Man, but nobody turns into a pterodactyl in He-Man. Okay, Cassette. Yes, cassette tape. Grundislav, happy Crimson Tuesday. Yes, fish for everyone. Of course, Grundislav. Apparently I hear Twitch has got its own built-in shout-out now. Is that a thing? That started working the other day. Yeah, I think you could go check out Grundislav. I guess that's Twitch. Twitch has a built-in shout-out now. Beta Humans, G1, Generation 1 Sideswipe is the best Transformer. I like the dinosaur ones. Those ones are nice. I'm not much of a Transformers person. Hunter 1043, good to see you. That proud Canadian crafted bucket holding fish from Windsor to North Bay. Salute. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh my gosh, my face likes the bucket. My face wants to be part of the bucket. Soundwave is crazy great though. Okay, Swoop was the pterodactyl. Anyway, you guys, yeah, I don't even need to. You guys can supply all the information. I don't need to try. Oh, and of course that is Francisco Gonzalez's Grundislav Games. Currently working on Rosewater. Showed the new demo at Adventure X this past month. Wow, that was only a month ago, huh? Wow, yeah. And yeah, Francisco usually streams Wild West Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, but he's been taking a bit of a hiatus because he was at Adventure X and doing a bunch of other things. But hopefully he'll come back to streaming at some point. Oh my gosh, okay, I gotta fix this. This is kind of freaking me out a little bit. Okay, what's gonna make it better? Okay, maybe that's gonna be better, except now I've got a spot on my screen. Okay, hold on, I'm just trying to select the color. We're gonna try to make that better. No, is that not gonna make it better? What if we... Oh, that's not good at all. That's not good at all. That's pretty solid. Is it gonna eat my face again? Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, we'll go with that. Wild West Wednesday will make a triumphant return tomorrow. Fantastic! Okay, so everyone, yes. Follow Grundislav at Twitch TV Grundislav. 1 p.m. I'm looking forward to it. Do you have any idea what you're streaming, Francisco? Yes, become a bucket, be the bucket. We're not going to be being a bucket today. We're gonna move on real quick. But first, I have to mention it is the holiday season, and that means that I do my patron thing where I talk about how I do have a Patreon, and I first of all thank you patrons, all my patrons, year after year. You guys have been so supportive. It means I can just cover some expenses while I'm working on the Crimson Diamond, and that's super important to me. Every year, $5 patrons will get a holiday card mailed to them, which I have yet to design, so it's not going to be coming by Christmas or Hanukkah or anything like that. Most likely in the new year, but I will get to you. I've done it for the past 3 or 4 years, I think, and new $5 patrons will get this bonus pack of the previous year's cards and a postcard. To say thank you for becoming a patron. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the housekeeping we have for today. Oh yeah, and the trailer, of course. TV Prime, good to see you. Yeah, I don't know why the chroma key. I just had to adjust the color of it. It's really hit and miss. I was going to say stop and go. It's really hit and miss is what I meant. Also, because I can change the color temperature of the light too, so that also can affect things. But it seems to be really solid now. Oh my gosh, Grundislav! Also, the Rosewater demo features at least one voice actor from Transformers. Oh my gosh, okay, who? Grundislav, you have to tell us. We got a lot of Transformers fans in chat right now. Okay, character body language animation. Ooh, interesting. So we're going to see some rotoscoping tomorrow. Is it going to be you rotoscoping? It's a holiday card, perhaps for St. David's card. That's a holiday, yes. Okay, we're gonna play the trailer. So yes, this is a text parser mystery adventure game that kind of looks like old school adventure games, but hopefully will play a little easier. So don't be intimidated if you've never played this style of game before. It's my favorite style of game, and that's why I'm making this style too. I think it can have appeal for people who've never played it before. There's a tutorial room in the game in the demo that you can get on Steam and itch.io, so you can learn the ropes before you even get started in the game proper. I do think it's one of the more enjoyable ways to interact with the game is through typing, like open door, ask man about hat, all these things. It's really engaging for me, and I'm hoping that players will feel the same way. Which does remind me, Cosmic Void 3, who sometimes is in chat, launched another EGA mystery adventure game. And oh my goodness, I can't remember what it's called. If someone can link it in chat, that'd be super helpful. And it's really exciting. It looks like old Sierra AGI engine art, like the Manhunter games that Sierra published. Elsewhere in the Night. Thank you, Maximus. Yes, Elsewhere in the Night was launched today, which is super exciting. And it's free. So completely amazing. The art is stunning. I definitely recommend it if you're into adventure games, if you're into this color palette that I'm using here too. Check it out for sure on itch.io. Okay, Maximus strongly recommends it, and Maximus did put a link to Cosmic Void's page on itch.io for Elsewhere in the Night. Okay, we're going to get into it all real quick. I'm going to run the trailer for my game, JBL. Hopefully you'll come back to us at some point. Here comes the trailer.
Crimson, Ontario was once a prosperous, lively mining town. But that was a long time ago. Now it's quiet, nearly deserted, and some folks aim to keep it that way. Nancy Maple is an aspiring mineralogist assigned to follow the trail of a dazzling diamond. An intriguing cast of characters has converged under one roof, each meaning to get their own way. Or else. Will Nancy untangle the mysteries and machinations before it's too late? Will the sleepy town of Crimson shine once more? Find out in The Crimson Diamond, an upcoming adventure game by Julia Minamata. The Crimson Diamond demo is available on Steam and itch.io for Windows PC and Mac OS.
Okie dokie. Yes, Robospacer says, how does Cosmic Void make so many games? I know. I was actually looking at my itch.io library just today or yesterday, and yeah, Cosmic Void has made Blood Nova, Corruption Within, Tachyon Dreams, and now Elsewhere in the Night. I have no idea how they do it. The games are amazing, and Goemon-sama just vouches for Blood Nova. Highly recommend it. Yes, absolutely. Music back on, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get right into it with our stuff here. Here we are. So here's the layout of stuff. Hopefully you can see Photoshop now. This is what we've been working on. I actually grabbed a reference here for an old-timey looking shirt, kind of a collared shirt, because I did look at the kind of shirt that I've got Doug Herring in this picture, and he does look like it's a collared shirt. The nighttime version of it kind of is safely shaded, so we can't really see what's going on in there. But I just wanted a nice reference for the cut of what the shirts would have looked like at the time. I mean, there's not a lot of detail in what we have right now. Well, there even won't be in the finished, but it's good to have like real visual reference of clothing and everything. It goes a long way, especially when you don't have a lot of resolution to work with. Oh, tag change. Maximus, my gosh, you're on top of it. You're on the ball. I was gonna say you're on top of the ball. Son, that's no good. You're on the ball. You're on top of it. All right, thank you. One of these days, you guys. One of these days. Oh, Artistic Coolies says, I have a whole file full of 1910s men's shirts. It's for fashion in general, but shirts get a separate file. Oh my gosh, how come you need so many 1910s men's shirts? And it can be tough because a lot of the visual reference for this stuff would be like the higher class men's shirt, which are the super high collared ones. But I'm not looking for that because I needed something more like for a workman, like a more casual wear type of clothing. Evil tentacle. Yeah, I did not end up changing the sub badge. I just didn't get around to it, but it looks okay, I guess. I think I might need to do a bit of adjusting, but the animated one I think looks okay. Okay, so we were working on this. We were talking about introducing the darker shadows. So let's look at what we had here. Yeah, so we introduced some darker shadows for more depth in it, and I think that we did like that. And of course, using the blacksmith from Loom as that visual cue, where he's got a bit of darkness under his chin, that dark gray, and along the sides of his temples, which we will also probably try something like that too. I'm really excited to get into some of the dithering that we see in these Steve Purcell portraits, because they all do things a little bit differently. Like you can see this. Oops. You see this particular pirate's got some beautiful brown and dark red dithering. This one's got stunning purple and red dithering. And I'm kind of wondering if I can even attempt that with what I've got today. So these all have their own separate little tricks and ways to deal with the light and shadow. Now you struggle to visualize ideas and need lots of refs. Particularly though for, I guess, like if you're doing illustration, you're needing like upper bodies a lot. Now, reference is very, 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 very important. Yes, so we were here, and I feel like where's a good place to start? I think a good place to start would be probably some detail in the beard area, I think. So let's take a look at our real life reference, and we're gonna maybe get into some of this area here in the beard, because it's looking pretty unresolved right now. And I also think this stuff has volume, which is something I didn't really consider when I was putting those shadows down. Beards and mustaches will do, of course, project from the face, and so it's gonna catch the light more than if it was just painted on. Okay, illustration and comics mostly got it. Artistic coolies. TV Prime, the diamond emote is pretty cool. Yeah, I love the animated ones. It's super fun. So let's see here. Actually, and I think what I'm also gonna do is kind of bring some of this shadow, kind of give it more shadow, I think. And this part actually, there's kind of a nice, I wonder if there's an opportunity here to kind of, give the mouth, or that might just look monstrous. That kind of a look, maybe, extending this down. That could look bad. Because usually with beards and mustaches, it's usually trimmed up above the upper lip, so that probably wouldn't be the case, right? Should I just put like a lip there? Is that worse? Is it worse to put a lip? We should probably start a new layer. So maybe a lower lip, and then put some stuff on top. Yeah, I think so. Because, I mean, yeah, whiskers above, I mean, overlapping the upper lip probably happen a bit, but not too much. Maybe. Slash Studio, is our fisherman a well-groomed guy or a shaggy type of guy? Shaggy. And you're looking at the live model photo. I guess it would be okay to, and especially the perspective, maybe it would be okay to allow, maybe that would be better. Or something in between. Is something in between preferable here? Like where some of it's coming down across the lip? That probably? Something like that. As opposed to just being like a puppet mouth, I think. I think probably, yeah, it just gives... Okay, I'm gonna go with it for now. All of this is reversible. This is the mantra of digital art, everything can be undone. Nothing is set in stone. We can just... yes, Celestia looks better with some lip showing in my amateur opinion. Yeah, no, that's good. I like you guys weighing in on the issues here. Yeah, I think so. I think it does help. And yeah, the mouth area will protrude, so I probably should get rid of most of this shadowy part. So much of it is going over and redoing stuff that you've already done. That's why things take so long. If I'd be faster if I committed to stuff quicker. Ace, good to see you. I'm quite fond of the fish. It looks kind of 3D like when it's like when it's that small, and I'm pretty pleased with that, to see it like that. Okay, so in fact, I think I'm going to want it to look more stringy in some areas. And in no rush when you get to it. Thank you. Yeah, I've got the luxury of not rushing, so I should just not rush. It's a good thing and a bad thing, really. TV Prime said, this isn't what you asked, but I feel his eyes should be angled down a little bit so he's looking more at the diamond. I feel like he's looking into the camera, so to speak. Yeah, the eyes definitely need some adjustment, TV Prime. Evil Tentacle says, the fisherman reminds me of that Simpsons character, the real creator of Itchy and Scratch, who goes from homeless to living in a solid gold house. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while for me. Angled down a bit. I could definitely do for that. We're going to tackle a little bit more of this beard, and then I probably will move on to the eye area. No. Like, the eyes are really a hard thing to get right, you know? Can be very tricky. So we will definitely are going to look into that more. And I just want to sell like these parts more to myself before I get into those other things, because it's kind of hard. I'm losing my sense of reality when I look at these big fat brush strokes. Cosmic Boy 3, we were just talking about oh my gosh, Elsewhere. Oh my gosh. Okay, someone said it. Elsewhere in the Night. Yes, Cosmic Boy, congratulations on launching Elsewhere in the Night. You're a game making machine. I would not like. I don't want to say machine, but like a dynamo. You've done. You're so like productive, and everyone is in awe. And so I hope the launch is going well. Oh, here's a picture. Okay, Evil Tentacle. I'm gonna look at the picture. Oh yes, exactly. Yeah, that's great. Perfect. Right with the solid gold house. Anna says, I've been trying to learn perspective in drawing, and I learned the trick of turning my subject picture upside down so I can focus on just the shapes and not what the object is, and really it is changing my drawing game. It's such a good practice, Anna. To like look at stuff in the mirror, hold stuff upside down, all these tricks so that you're not looking at it the way you're used to looking at it. Yeah, people do that all the time. So I'm really glad that you're finding that it's helping you. Oh, Cosmic 43. Love the dude's big nose. It's great. The beard too. Thank you. Yeah, I like drawing older characters because there's a lot that you can really have fun with features and making bigger things but more lines and more character. A miner's nose. This guy. I don't know. Maybe he was a miner back in the day. I haven't really thought too much about his backstory. All I knew was that he is a fisherman now, but he's kind of like retired, if that was even a thing back in those days. But yeah, he could very well have been. Yes, and Cosmic 4, yeah, Massimo has just linked hold on, let me just quickly check that. Massimo has just linked the link for Elsewhere in the Night. Oh, Sakura, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, But if you don't drop that link again or any other link, Cosmic43 for Enter the Night, it's, oh my gosh, I love how you just nailed the SCI look. It's glorious. It's absolutely glorious. Yes, the word has been spread for sure. Yeah, so exciting. And of course, I guess what I want to know is, do you have and anything else kind of on the go that you're working on? And is it going to be like it's a Tachyon Dreams sequel, or are you working on something in the Blood Nova vein? No pun intended. Are you thinking of maybe doing another one of these, or something completely different? It's really amazing how prolific you are. It's fantastic. Okay, yes. Cosmic43 says, elsewhere in the night, its art is inspired by Manhunter, so if you like that series, you might like this one. Yeah, I love that look. I keep saying that, on my list of things I want to do after Crimson Diamond is launched is I want to try making, if not a little AGI style game, at least some screenshots that are like that, because I just love the way that looks. It's fantastic. It's so amazing. Okay, yes. So, Cosmic Void. Okay, oh my gosh, I can't even keep track. So, you finished Tachyon Dreams 2? Oh my gosh. I probably have it in my library. Okay, so, Cosmic Void 3, I'm working on Tachyon Dreams 3 coming in February, and also on a more modern point-and-click but still pixely and retro. Oh my goodness. Yes, anyway, we have determined Cosmic Void 3 and Company are robots. They don't eat or sleep, they just make games. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, so Tachyon, I'm so sorry. Tachyon Dreams 2 is already released. I've been lapped so many times. Oh, Wesley M123, welcome to chat. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Says, I'm currently creating my first point-and-click game and never knew it would be so difficult to design a simple plot and design the game itself. Clap for you professionals. I don't know if we're professional. I suppose, like, yeah, Cosmic Void 3 is definitely professional. I'm still working on my first. But yeah, it's a great challenge, to make something really simple even takes some time. That's why I'm really scared of, like, I've never participated in a game jam, and I'd like to one day, but it's also super intimidating to me because I have no idea how people get things done so quickly. I am definitely not a fast worker. And so that's what says, yeah, hard agree. You don't know how much is involved until you get into it. I think it's wonderful when people, are just get a chance to be creative and stuff, and it's so easy now. Well, not easy, but it's easier than it ever has been to make your own stuff, and it's super rewarding. And I say, even if you've never finished anything, if you just start a bunch of stuff, and try some new things and try something else new, it's really a nice way to spend time. I'll say. Jess and Jeffy, good to see you. Once again, Crimson Tuesday stream proves to be a great gathering place for all the coolest indie game devs. You guys are the best. Hanging out with you guys every week is a wonderful, wonderful time. And it's great that people can share their victories of releasing stuff and working on stuff. Because there's so much good out there. And I have to get it back. I have to get on my backlog. I forget about the stuff I have on my itch.io library, but yeah, I've got Blood Nova, I've got Corruption Within. I've got all. I have to. I've still been working on Disco Elysium. I just played it the past Sunday for a little bit. I'm not good at making time to do that stuff, and so it takes me forever to finish stuff. Oh wow. Oh, anyways, once I'm done with my graphics plugin project, I'm planning on starting up a small project for the Playdate. Oh my gosh, speaking of the Playdate, speaking of trying to make more time to play games and enjoy games. I'm trying to, spend maybe 20 minutes a day playing some Playdate stuff, because there is the Tiny Yellow Machine, there is a Playdate kind of game awards thing happening, and they've been posting the nominees on Twitter, and so I've been checking out the nominees, and I bought a few of them, and I've been trying to spend maybe a few minutes a day playing some stuff, and I've got on here. Actually, where is it? Do I not have it down here? I could have sworn I brought it down here. Oh, nope. No, okay, I didn't. But yeah, I actually did end up getting Castle Helios, played it a little bit. Oh my gosh, I wish I had it. I think my other unit has some of this stuff sideloaded, maybe? Hold on. Oh, no, they aren't open on this. Okay. Oh, wait, let me just look at... I want to just give you names. Okay, games. Yeah, here's my, my playdate here, but I've been playing my stuff on, my dev model. So this one, I'm just gonna look. Okay, Simorg, Island, Legend of Itad, Castle Helios, Spike 2, The Great Emo War, which is by Golasso Games, who did Inspector Waffles. Those are the games I've downloaded. I've tried a few of them. I played Island, and it's a great little short game. Castle Helios is a really interesting platformer, and that dev just came out with a new game that I want to check out too. But yeah, it's a fantastic platform, and that's another thing on the bucket list for me is make my own Playdate game. Yeah, Wesley M. Yeah, the more we work on a game, the more complex we make it. Yeah, we just want to keep adding and adding. Anna, it's nice that I'm able to catch up on the streams that I miss afterwards, but I definitely love the energy of being here live so much. Oh, me too, Anna. Me too. It's good to see you. It's really always good to see you. Oh my gosh, Beta Human, I'm retopologizing. I thought you were saying something retro, but no, retopologizing a crude model of shoulder, upper torso, send help. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if it's 3D, there's very little I can do to help. I know as like a little dash of Blender now, but it's not enough to do anyone any good. Oh yes, Hobbs, exactly. TV Prime, that's another one. Hobbs Barrow, excavation of Hobbs Barrow. There's that Golden Idol game that apparently Lucas Pope loves, and is kind of apparently also Return of the Obra Dinn-ish, so I am very intrigued by that. So many good games out there, so many good games. It's a problem. It's a problem. I'm trying to make some of this stuff like not as stringy and more shapy. Oh, Eden, The Legend of Itad is a great looking game. Yeah, I started playing a little bit, then I died once, and then I moved on to something else. But I will go back to it. Yeah, anyway, did you know that the Castle Helios dev has come out with something else fairly recently? I got an email about it. I have not had the chance to check it. I wanted to check out Castle Helios before I was thinking of picking up anything else. But yeah, I'm trying really to get in and play more games, because it is really important for just, ideas for putting in games and everything. So Ace asks, have you ever played Blade Runner? It's not too complex, but I thought it was fun. I have not. I have heard really good things about Blade Runner, and I follow the one of the developers of that on Twitter, actually. That's something I do want to play. I know some people who've played it that love that game. Yeah, and yeah, TV Prime, me too. I have yet to play Return to Monkey Island as well. I have so much stuff. Like I said, I'm working on Disco Elysium still. I've only played it like in maybe 4 or 5 different sessions since probably this summer or something. I'm not good about making time. And also I think it overheated my computer on Sunday, so I took that as a hint to stop. Yeah, just a Jeffy. Yeah, the Playdate Awards. It's really cool. Yeah, so and that's a great way to try some of the games that are not from the season games that are definitely worth a look. There's a lot of good stuff, and the playdate is kind of perfect to make short little gaming experiences. Like Island, Eyeland. Yeah, it's like it's actually described as a game that's about an hour long, and it's got a lot of fun little mechanics and everything. Really nice little game, and I would love to make something small like that. Yes, last video, this guy's hair somehow looks both messy and elegant. I really like it. Oh, thanks. I'm glad. I actually really love rendering hair like this. Um, like bigger areas and littler areas. I have to make sure that I don't go overboard though. Just looking at, my reference points, which is him in the river in the morning and then him here at nighttime. I gotta be. I'm not too careful about being consistent about it, but I should be just a little bit slightly consistent. Just like with the buckets are not visually consistent either. I do plan on fixing that though. So. Just a Jeffy Island is the only game for the Playdate that I've sideloaded and actually played through. Very fun. There's like a smorgasbord of amazing fun things out there. Of course, and the season games are excellent too. I think for my program, in terms of what my programming knowledge is like, I think I'd be best. There's a game called what's it called again? There's a game called Simorgh, Simorgh. I think it was like originally a French game, and it's basically like a visual, like not kind of a visual novel-y type of game where you kind of choose your own adventure almost style of game, and I feel like I could probably figure out how to program one of those. So it might be kind of style I'm interested in. Or maybe something that looks like a platformer but plays like an adventure game. Like that birder game that's in season 1. Let's see, can't go too much with the beard. I think this is probably too much here. It's kind of wonderful how easy it is to load stuff, to sideload stuff onto the Playdate. I feel so guilty that until this past week I hadn't really played too much on it, even though I've had the unit for months. So yeah, it's really good fun to be able to play something on a little device. I can't make it too long. I feel like we gotta rein it in some, because I think this length is gonna be okay. Yeah, just Jeffy, yes. I also feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of cool stuff on Itch. Itch is a really, really, really wonderful platform for game developers. They don't take the same kind of a cut as Steam does. They're great. I really like that sales platform, and you can find a lot of really cool fun, like free stuff, hobby stuff. Elsewhere in the Night is on itch.io on Cosmic Void 3's page. It's a great platform. They have game jams all the time too. I need reference for these suspenders. Yeah, even with I'm looking at screenshots for the Simorgh. It looks awesome. Yeah, it's a beautiful looking game. It's just a really so far I've played it and I died once, I think. But yeah, so far it's just a super elegant, nice little choose your own adventure style game, which I really like in terms of just playing something like that is really cozy. And for me as a developer, I feel like I could I could figure my way into making my own one of those, and just concentrate on doing some really nice looking art for it. But yeah, we'll see. Anna says, I feel so overwhelmed sometimes. I don't know where to start. Sometimes when I play one game, I feel like I should be playing another. It's all wonderful obligations to have, but it's still overwhelming. Absolutely. It's, it's a really wonderful time to play games. It really is. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna get into, I need to think about the dark parts and the light parts a bit more, I think. So I'm gonna actually, this part would not be as bright. We really are totally spoiled for games nowadays, but it's a good thing. It sounds like you like said s'mores. S'mores. I love graham crackers. I love chocolate. I'm not a big fan of marshmallow. Oh wow, it's your birthday today, Anna. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh. Your mom is cooking your birthday dinner. I don't know what it's going to be, but I can smell there's bacon in it. Wow. It's hard to go wrong with that. Oh, Anna, wonderful. Happy birthday. Yeah, oh yeah, just a Jeff, yeah, bundles. Itch.io bundles are pretty, it's like a fire hose. Bundles are. Oh my goodness, yeah. I've bought a few in my day. Yeah, let's not even get into that. But yeah, I keep forgetting the stuff that I have in the bundles and everything. I need to get into that much more. There's part of me that wants to pull all the games on the dartboard, throw the dart at the names, and see where it lands. Anna says, "Yes, absolutely." Ah, thank you. I'm stuck at home tonight, so this is the best party. Yay, Anna! Thank you for celebrating some of your birthday with us. I like birthdays. I think I like it because it's like your day. You can just have it to enjoy, and get yourself a little treat. And that could be anything, right? It could just be like a nice cup of coffee, or a little bit of time to yourself. I'm big on that stuff. So thank you for the privilege of sharing your birthday with us. Yeah, I think this will work nicely with the vignetting if I darken this stuff up some. Aw, being here is a special treat. Aw, thank you, Hannah. Streaming is wonderful. I really, it's been a very positive experience for me, I gotta say. It's always good times. Ooh, I like adding little hairs. Oh, I could just do this forever. I think that's another reason why I like Art Nouveau, because of the whiptail hair kind of look. I love it. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere here. But the bottom here of beard needs help. So let's get into that. Yeah, sometimes you'll see me squinting, and what that is just me trying to see how that lighting is holding up. It's another trick. Okay, but yeah, we need to get in here. Start. I'm not sure how much more of Cruise for Corpse I have left to play. I feel like there's quite a fair amount of it. But I do have a list that you guys, whenever you guys suggest another EGA adventure game for me, I have been compiling a list of things to look into. I still have really no idea what we'll be playing after. But so far, what I'd like to do is I'd like to continue to explore other studios. So this one, Cruise for Corpse, is Delphine. I've played, of course, the LucasArts game. That was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I've played Personal Nightmare, which was a Soft Lab Software Laboratories, I think their name was, which is kind of a funny name. Last Half of Darkness. Oh, that was Last Half of Darkness was Soft Lab Laboratories, and Personal Nightmare was Horrorsoft. So I have not repeated myself in terms of what like any type of developer or anything yet. So I want to continue that and as long as possible and keep on playing games from studios I haven't played before. Oh wow, Anna, I'm playing a game called Anna's Quest right now. It's not at all what I thought it would be. It's quite charming and a very nice point and click adventure. Oh, Anna's Quest, that's kind of perfect. Yeah. Simon K 1176. I don't think I've played a Sierra one yet, because the thing is with the Sierra games is I've played so many of them already, or I'm quite familiar with them having watched Let's Plays of them. So stuff like, I've played all the Quest for Glory games myself. I've played King's Quest, and I've seen a lot of, very familiar with Space Quest, very familiar. I've seen a lot of Let's Plays with Larry games. I've seen a lot of Gold Rush plays. Colonel's Bequest, of course, Dagger of Amon-Ra. Maybe the Manhunter games, but I'm pretty familiar with those too because I've watched a lot of Let's Plays of those. So I'd prefer something where I don't really know that much about it, and that's kind of hard to do with the Sierra games. I've played, Simon K. I've played Gabriel Knight, the first one at least. And I'm trying to stick to EGA games, so that's another bit of a wrinkle. Yeah, is there a classic Sierra game I've never played? I have not actually played a lot of the Larry games. Probably have never played any of them from beginning to end. But, yeah, like I said, I'm so familiar with them just from watching Let's Plays. So, Codename Iceman I've never played, but I've seen some Let's Plays of that too. So that's why it's harder with Sierra, because I am the most familiar with the Sierra stuff. I'd never played any of Last Crusade at all when I played that one, so that was kind of a good choice. But I would definitely be open to one if there was one that, I'm not that familiar with and I haven't played. And CG, so far, although I own the big box, I've never actually played Manhunter 2 yet or even seen it being played. I'm saving it up. That's so fun. I think I told you this before, Anna, but Doug Herring, who did the art for Colonel's Bequest, painted that box art. That's kind of, I think that's kind of awesome. But I have seen a playthrough of that one, although that one I've seen a lot less of than the first one, but I have seen at least one Let's Play. It's in one of your top 3 box arts. I love it. That's something I am really looking forward to for my own game, is I cannot wait to make box art for it, because I will like do a little painting type of thing. I'm planning on doing a watercolor piece that kind of looks like the Quest for Glory 2 box, that kind of watercolor piece, and kind of also looks like one of those mystery novel covers. That's the idea anyway. Oh, Anna, thank you so much for the sub. Fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's get in here a little bit. Great. Another month of Crimson Tuesday. Awesome. Thank you. But yeah, I'm still kind of trying to think in the back of my mind, is there anything... I haven't played Mixed Up Mother Goose, and I haven't really seen that many Let's Plays of it, but that one's probably a bit of an easier one. The Black Cauldron, I have seen a Let's Play of that. So... But I don't know if Legend Entertainment has any EGA games or anything. Wesley 123 asks, what makes you fond of the EGA palette? I've thought about this, and I can't really come up with like a definitive answer. I've got some theories about why. I think it's probably, you know, the age I was when I came upon those games has a lot to do with it. I really love bright colors. I love Lego, and Lego's got really bright colors. And the magic to me of Lego is that you can have bricks, and you kind of, when you put certain bricks together in context, that if they become like that material, like a different material. So if you have you know, brown bricks with green bricks, it kind of looks like trees and vegetation. But if you put brown bricks in a warehouse, they can look like cardboard boxes. Or you put, you know, brown bricks in a barn and they can look like bales of hay or something. It just completely depends on everything else that's around them. And that's kind of the same with EGA, because the color is so limited. You're really relying on a lot of other things to make something be the object that you want it to be at a low resolution. So that's part of the reason. I also think because EGA is very clear art, like it's not fuzzy, anti-aliased looking art. It's always crystal clear, sharp-edged look, and I really, really like that look as well. I also love dithering, which is when you know, like the dithering, these checkerboard patterns, these uses of checkerboard patterns to create that sense of light and shadow and shape. I love that technique a lot too. So that's another reason why I like EGA. So there's a lot of reasons, and I have thought about this quite a bit. Yeah, if I think of anything else off the top of my head, but those are just some of the reasons why I do love them so much. Also, you know, look at this pirate's face here, Cobb, and this just the kind of amazing reflected light you can get as an effect if you combine these two colors together, and then the way that the light shifts from one side of his face to the other. The techniques are amazing that are used. So. It just it stands out. It really stands out. Simon K1176. I liked the Microzine number 16 tickets to America on the Apple II. I've heard people talk. Not sure if it's EGA by the palette Disney. Yes, I've heard of some like that Apple II color palette kind of look. I don't think it would be EGA, but yeah, I mean maybe I could branch out into other limited color palette systems eventually. Anna CG says, I'd love to see you play Cross Country Canada. Yeah, and just in pixel art in general, I do have a really big soft spot for. Tickets to America is an event. Okay, let me write this down. Simon K. So I mentioned that people are suggesting games to me sometimes, and I will write them down. So let me let's write this down. It's here, I think. Yes, here it is. Okay. So, tickets to America. Because I used to just keep them open in tabs and just forget about them, but I've started to write them down. Artistic Cooley says, I'm still trying to find the PC98 palette. PC98. I also love the Commodore. I don't know what number palette, but I love the subdued colors in that. I also love the ZX Spectrum, which looks a lot like EGA, but they follow some rules, some very specific rules about quadrants of color and where they can be, which might be a little bit too much for me in terms of following stuff, but I love the look of the ZX Spectrum stuff and the problem solving they have to do to stay within those limitations. Oh, Justice Jeffrey says, do you prefer recommendations for games that are available on GOG, or are you okay with grabbing stuff from archive.org or elsewhere? Of course I would prefer to purchase stuff legitimately if I can, But sure, I mean, if it's not available in any other way, I'm fine with seeking elsewhere. If there's no way to pay for something legitimately, because yeah, like LucasArts has not really made Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade EGA all that easily available. Same with Loom. So I have no problem getting those elsewhere. But what I will do is if they do have, and I did do this, I did purchase on GOG Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade VGA on GOG, which I feel like gives me some kind of a license to pursue the EGA one at, for my own benefit. But yeah, I do try to do that. If the exact version I want isn't available, I will buy the version that is. Real Lady Elfie, good to see you. Happy Crimson Tuesday. This is a fresh pants squad here. My pants are pretty fresh. Yeah, Dan won't be joining us tonight, but hopefully maybe we'll see him next week. But yes, all of us I think we're all. I can't speak for everyone in chat, but I'm gonna assume we're all pretty good. And if we're not all good, we're at home anyway, and so no harm done. Good to see you. Hello. I wonder how stringy I want to make this beard. I kind of feel like I want to punch more holes into it. You know? So this has to not be this long. Slash your only not fresh pants guy is a fisherman, but he's okay. He'll buy a new pair. Yeah, I mean, if you pulled a diamond out that was this large from a fish, I think your pants. I think you have reasonable grounds for not clean pants. Robin the Red Fox, good evening. Welcome back. Good to see you. Very nice. Yeah, it's a chill art stream night tonight. We just I can show you what progress we've made so far since we started. Let's take a look here. So we've been kind of fixing the beardness here, getting the right length of it, trying to give it some shape and some lighting ahead of doing any kind of dithering. We're probably going to start working on the eyes in a little bit because they do look a little weird in terms of where he's looking and how he's looking with them. But yeah, it's going pretty well, and this is kind of something I'm pretty comfortable doing as long as I'm armed with an array of reference. Goldman, so I'm glad you love how the beard is coming along. I'm just kind of making it up. Real Lady Elfie. Dude, that guy in the top right corner from Monkey Island was scary when I was a kid. He says LeChuck. The bleeps and bloops are freaky. This guy. It's really fantastic. It's really fantastic, right? Spectacular. Chef's kiss, right? And look how much life and lighting Steve Purcell was able to get into these eyes. At this resolution with these colors, that's another reason, yeah. I love EGA. Because you can see all those problems being solved. It's like I still believe in the magic even though I can see how it's being done. In fact, I think these are not working for me anymore. And one of those eyes is blind. Yeah, you can tell that then one is cloudier, right? Because of the lack of the black in the pupil. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful work. And those guys, they were inventing the style as they were going. They didn't have the benefit of looking at what the other EGA artists did. So, real visionary trailblazers. He's the guy who lost one of his eyes in a dartboard accident. Oh my gosh, I don't remember that. And of course, in terms of EGA adventure games, Monkey Island, of course, is one I'm very familiar with, it being one of my favorites. Although I think I've only really played through to completion once, that game. But, yeah, it's not what I would pick to play on stream, because it's been played by a lot of people already. Like how the scar is hinted with only 2 colors. Yeah, this. So this man, let's going back to our man here. This this is really wonderful. You can see how his let's use a color. You can see how this whole scar is extended through that entire area and how that's subtly done up through the eyebrow. That raised area is catching the light. You can see it here in his under eye, and then this here. It's wonderful. It's just it is beyond reproach. Slash studio. It's funny. It's not just the EGA palette, it's the resolution too. Maybe it is nostalgia, but it's still so appealing to me. Yes, it's that blockiness. Going back to that Lego reference, right? The blockiness has incredible appeal for me as well. Oh, and I got my first dartboard earlier in the month in my own darts. I played it casually, but not gonna really work on my game. I hope you've got like Jacob to fetch the darts for you or something after you finish throwing them all. Estevan, thank you. Estevan the pirate. Yes, indeed, Robin the Fox. Yes, the internet did not exist back then either, so what amounted to a 30-minute game could take you hours to days. Yes. Yeah, and another thing about it is, yeah, when my game eventually does release, I will probably, I've heard that some developers will include in their press packages a walkthrough of the game, so a reviewer or someone who wants to write about it can play, like, experience the whole game, and if they get stuck on it, like, they don't have time to figure stuff out, so supplying a walkthrough is really helpful to them. So if they do want to see what the whole game looks like from beginning to end, they'll have access to that. But naturally, of course, that would mean that you've got walkthrough circulating for the game, so it's very easy for people to access that should they wish. And I wonder, I don't know if Grindislav is still here, or any of the other devs want to weigh in on this, if they have ever supplied walkthroughs with press kit game or with keys, like review keys for media. Jacob's actually getting pretty good at darts too. Oh good, I'm glad, Anna. Oh, Real Lady Elfie can get through Loom in about an hour or two. I believe there are speedrunners out there. I have no idea how long it takes them to get through stuff. But yeah, Loom is another one I did play a long time ago. I don't think I ever did I ever? I think I did finish it, maybe once. But people did suggest it, and I am somewhat tempted because it's not really one that I've seen a lot of people do a let's play of, and I would obtain an EGA copy by hook or by crook if I was going to do that. That's definitely something I would consider. Yeah, and I think people have said, I don't remember, but people have said that Loom is a relatively short game. I feel like I'm doing two different beer techniques from left to right here, so I gotta make this a bit more uniform. Slash Studio says EGA Loom is beautiful. The game is too hard for me as a kid. I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, I think when I first played Loom, it was a family friend that kind of showed me how that worked, so I think that went a long way for me. And Steve Purcell animations, Evil Tentacle says, amazing Steve Purcell animation. It's definitely a really beautifully bright looking game that I think benefits a lot from that palette. I'm trying to think of how the beard is going to flow together. And then down, right? You can put an anti-piracy quiz just to give new players the full experience, Robin the Red Fox says. In my game I can put like in Larry, questions like about politics from like 2020 or however what year they would need to be old enough to play it. Like, I guess politics from, like, I don't know. How old do people have to be to play Larry? Like 18? So 18 years ago, politics? 2005? 2005? Oh, like, I almost freaked out right now because I realized that 2005 was like 18 years ago. Hmm. Oh, interesting, Anna. So you somehow missed it in your LucasArts Journey loom. You didn't play it until 4 years ago. Okay. And most of the games you had were from LucasArts Archive Volume 3. Yeah, I had a friend who had I think Volume 2 of that. Those are good packages. Okay, so Sad Studio says, regarding walkthroughs for review copies, I think for adventure games it's probably wise. You don't want your review stuck for too long. It'd really sour the experience, I think. Yeah, I got that impression too, Sad Studio. So that's something, as much as it would be nice to not have any circulating walkthroughs around, yeah, I think that is probably for the best. I can definitely see myself doing that. Ah, Dr. Teflon, good to see you. We usually get a hint guide. Okay, so you're from the other side of it then. Are you a reviewer? You usually get a hint guide. Hints. I wonder what that would be like. Do you get like a book with like the ruby lith window? Or is it with the marker that you have to scrub a hidden box or something? Oh, please type in third word of fifth paragraph on page 12 of the manual. Yeah, I could totally do that. I do have a manual for the game. Although it's a PDF, so that's not really going to help me combat piracy. Everything's too available now. Ah, Real Lady Elfie says, your crystal reminds me of Quest for Glory 4 and Quest for Glory and King's Quest. Yeah, this, the crystal that's in this picture, it's just based on just pictures of rough, natural-looking diamonds. Okay. Google Doc. Okay, Dr. Teflon. Google Doc that is spoiled if you're really stuck. Oh, Google Doc. That's not too bad of an idea, because then you could update it, or I could update it. I hadn't thought of that. I like that. Ah, yay! And replaying Quest for Glory EGA for the second time this year. You just can't get enough. There is that randomizer, right? There's a Quest for Glory randomizer thingy. Some of the locations of stuff is changes from playthrough to playthrough, which is kind of fascinating. I'm going overboard with the face. I'm doing too much. Just a little bit more. Dr. Teflon says, I'm lurking because I'm playing everyone's favorite game, also known as something broke on my website and I'm going through the PHP to figure out what. Dr. Teflon, I use Mac Dreamweaver MX for my website. And if you've seen my website, which conveniently has been linked just there, you'll see. I purposely made it look like it was from the 90s or early 2000s. It's I should probably not make it look like that, but I don't know. It's fine. And my favorite game isn't I broke something on my website. My favorite game is I'm looking for this file that I was working on yesterday. Where did it go? Robin the Red Fox. Is that that sounds like it'd be a Quest for Glory quote. A mace in the face will surely make you race with haste to the nearest plastic surgeon's place. That sounds like Laurie and Corey Cole writing. Oh, you did web design dev stuff just to Jeffy in the early 90s, early 2000s? Okay, Quest for Glory 2 Weapon Shop. Gotcha. Okay. Robin the Red Fox. Yeah, my information. I took like a one HTML like little workshop thingy on how to do websites, and I fell asleep during it. It was actually during high school, and one of the girls in the class was doing like a presentation to like help us learn about HTML, and I fell asleep because I never got enough sleep in high school, and so that didn't help. But Dreamweaver will make your HTML for you, so then I just started using that, and I never stopped. I feel like... So I'm like a barbarian of web design. It's really embarrassing. Or I can make a portfolio site in Flash, because that's also what we were using. Yes, Sarah was the one that got me into arm wrestling. I used to always teach my friends how to arm wrestle. I bet you're a really good arm wrestler, Anna. I'm probably like a bit of a weakling when it comes to arm wrestling. Although I try to do push-ups just a bit every day, and so that's gotta help, right? Maybe it's not the right muscles. I don't know. Just a Jeffy. You would not believe how much time we spent on creating rounded candy color and brushed metal buttons for websites back then. Oh. Oh, that sounds lucrative though. Oh my gosh. If only. Oh, Real Lady Elfie says, where can you find an EGA color palette if one wanted to try their hand at EGA art? What I usually do is, I think if you type in EGA or default EGA color palette, you should be able to find a table on Wikipedia or somewhere that actually has the exact hex values for all the colors. And you can actually, I think some drawing programs will let you enter in the hex values into the colors, which I don't think, funnily enough, I don't think that actually Photoshop has that option, but I think Sprite has maybe a palette potentially, I can't remember, that lets you enter in hex values for the colors. So it's just like, it's like a 6-digit like letter and number combination. But what I do is, honestly, is I took the colors and then I think I just used an eyedropper or something. I just found a genuine piece of EGA art and I just used an eyedropper and I just used this as my guide. So it's not perfect. If I really wanted to convert this into perfect EGA, I could, but it has the right look as far as I'm concerned. So you could just do that if you want. You could just take one of these pieces and you could just do, eyedropper, whatever area you want, and just create your own little palette. Anna CGG, I'm terrible at push-ups. Maybe the two of us would make a fair match. I don't even know the muscles required to be a good arm wrestler. I guess it's like forearm, bicep? I don't think push-ups are good for biceps. Dr. Teflon, yours is like you got the theme years ago, but now it's just held together by duct tape and prayers. Yeah, my websites have not changed. Of course, my first portfolio sites were Flash, and because I went to college during a certain time of history. But yeah, I just wanted something simple after that, and I've always stuck with it. Oh, interesting. Okay, Mr. Gel says, if you bring up the individual color picker for the swatch, you get the hex type in Photoshop? Is that so? Ah, no way. Oops. No. Come back. Is there? Oh, here. Yeah, you're right. Copy colors hex code. Or something. So that was a thing that happens. But yeah, I mean, some programs just let you type it in. Medibank Paint, which is a program I have on my iPad, lets you enter it just in the hex codes, which you can find on one of those EGA color tables. And I think, like I said, I think Sprite will as well, pretty easily. Oh yeah, Slash Studio also, yes, makes a good point. If you're crazy like Slash Studio, you can use SCI Companion, which has everything just baked in, the right colors. Dr. Teflon. Yes, I'm from that era too, but I got classes in high school, and yes, a lot of brushed metal buttons. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I missed the brushed metal buttons, I think. But I think it's only because I didn't take a lot of, like, internet classes at the time. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with a brush metal button. It tells you where you need to press. Don't. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I just gestured Jeffy. After Apple released OS X, all websites needed to have buttons that look like candy gumdrops. Unless they were trying to be cool and edgy, in which case they needed their buttons to be brushed metal. There's something very lovely about that, I think. Something nice and standardized that we can all get behind. Okay, I'm feeling better about this, but I need to just, this one has to, yeah, like that. Ah, Mr. Joe, I was in that middle time when I never had web design or web dev in school, but oddly enough, web dev for fun is eventually got you into VFX. Fantastic. Well, that's a long, long road, wasn't it? To go from web dev for fun to VFX. Huh. Because I don't imagine there's a lot of, like, overlapping software for those two professions. Matt Smith says, and Fisherman definitely looks more happy now. Still shocked, but happy. Yeah, I think, and the thing is, we haven't even really changed his face. It's just all this stuff around his face. So that's kind of a nice thing. But yeah, after I finish tweaking the beard, I'm going to get into, like, working on those eyes, making them look where I want them to look. Okay, Robin the Red Fox reports in with biceps. The forearm muscles used in the back and chest and shoulders are all used to be successful in arm wrestling. Is a leverage important? So if you have longer limbs or shorter limbs, is either of those an advantage? Because I don't know, in arm wrestling, are there, like, weight classes or height classes? Is that a thing? Because I would assume, I can't even think of what would be better physics-wise, to have a longer lever or a shorter lever, because I sucked at physics. For arm wrestling, what would be better? Probably a longer lever? Right? You haven't challenged your kid to arm wrestle since he was 12. I should get back in there and show him who's boss. Yeah, I wonder. And because at some point, usually the guys are gonna outstrip the gals in the strength stuff. Oh, thank you for the link, Robin the Red Fox. Phil Life. Okay, what muscles are used in arm wrestling? Okay, I'm gonna click on that and open that in a tab. I will look at this later. Not that I have any immediate need to be good at arm wrestling. That's not gonna. I don't have anything planned. And Jessica Jeffrey also, yes, works in VFX. A few VFX folk in here. Mr. Jelk, if you can share, yeah, what aspect of VFX you work in, and like what part of the pipeline, and you work in movies or TV or anything like that. A tech art nerd. Okay. He's already your height. He wins every game of chess we play. I need something. Yes, man plans, God laughs, made a human. Yeah, I'm not I'm not meaning to seek my fame and fortune in the arm wrestling circuit, so, but just curious, really. And I don't know what tech art is, Mr. Gel. What is it like is that a 3D thing? Is it compositing? Is it Yeah, do battle chess, Anna, with your kid. Oh yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, chess boxing. Anonymous Pineapples by Rook or Left Hook documentary. Yes, I've heard of chess boxing too. It's pretty funny. That's true, Evil Tentacle. It will be good research for the arm wrestling competition conclusion in the Crimson Diamond. Yeah, I should really give it more thought. Because, yeah, there is that finale that ends in an arm wrestling competition, and the game will include, like, an arm wrestling peripheral that everyone's going to need to buy. I think I just want to put more intermediate gray lines in here to give it a bit more. Okay, and in here, more intermediate lines. Battle chess, I would just play battle chess myself, and I would just want to see all the different combat combinations. I'm just gonna really check what that is. Oh, Bird the Scout Main. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, half programmer, half artist, all kind of wacky, Mr. Gel says. Interesting. Yeah, TV Prime. Yeah, loot boxes. There's gonna be some DLC and it's gonna be a subscription based service. Oh my gosh, just a Jeffy. Wow, thank you so much for the gift sub, just a Jeffy. Holy cow, fantastic. Wow. Thank you for gifting a sub to Deluxe Talks, Kima BG, Mr. Gel, Mouse, Miss Artistic, Coolies. Fantastic. Wonderful. Yes, Bird the Scout Main. Yeah, I'm trying to make my game look old school, sound old school. So this is not the music for my game, but my music is like Canadian folk tunes delivered by Roland MT32, courtesy of musician Dan. So it's fantastic. Just a Jeffy, fantastic. Yeah, just a Jeffy, you won that bucket shirt. I think it was well deserved in the fourth wall giveaway. Yay! Yeah, the emojis are fun times. One of my favorites is rotating Nancy. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with the hair for now, and I will like get into the eyes at this point, I think, because he definitely needs to work on that. Okay. Jabberwocky84, I'm working through Chapter 1 demo. I have some questions about how to get Nancy Maple to do some stuff. Is there a forum where you can ask? Actually, at Jabberwocky, so there's a few places you can ask. If you want to go to a forum kind of area, if you go to like the community hub on Steam, so there are two. There is just the one for Crimson Diamond or the one for Chapter 1, which there should be just one, but I was doing a bit of an experimentation. with it. If you want to put your question in one of those places, you could do that. If you want like a forum type of thing. But I try to check that about once a week. So on Crimson Tuesdays, part of my prep is I'll check the community hubs on Steam and see if anyone has any questions, which I hadn't done for years. And I kind of had forgotten that that was a space that people could ask questions. So there's that. You could always email feedback at the Crimson Diamond if you're more like want direct contact. But yeah, for forum, that might be your best bet. Or here's a great forum as well if you wanted to ask your question here. Those, yeah. Of course, you could, for other direct messaging, there's messaging on Twitch here. I don't have a Discord though, if that's kind of what you're looking for. I don't run my own Discord. It's like one too many things for me to handle, so I don't have one of those. Yes, Apogee. I'm glad you mentioned Apogee, Bird the Scout main, because one of the channel redemptions on my channel is play Biomenace for 10 minutes, which is an Apogee platform and that is the same EGA color palette that I'm using. I'd never played it in the day, but I'm quite enjoying it, I have to say. Robin the Red Fox. I had not heard the twist on that. Give a man a fish and he will eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and he will sit in a boat and drink all day. Oh, sure, Jabberwock84. Absolutely, yeah. You can, but yeah, so the community hubs, I tend only to check once a week or so, because, yeah, there's just so many. Oh, you know what? Another place would be, there's a Crimson Diamond Facebook page. And, ooh, hold on. Is that one of my links that I have on my page? I can't remember. No, it isn't. But if you have Facebook, you can look for the Crimson Diamond on there, and then that's also kind of a forum-ish place. I forgot about that one. That you can ask your questions. As you spin me right round, baby, right round. I know, TV Prime. I know. Yeah, there's just so many other places I have to like monitor and stuff. So there's like YouTube comments. There's Twitch, there's Twitter, there's these 2 community hubs for the game. There's Patreon, Facebook. If I already said Facebook, I don't know. I'm on Mastodon now, so there's like so many different places I have to be on that I just already made the decision that I'm not gonna try to add another one to that, because it's an incredible amount of places to try to keep up on. Never enough, exactly, you're right. Never enough. And it certainly feels that way, so we got to make him looking more down, so he's not looking at us. So we can do that in a number of ways. We can just take these big ol' eyeballs and we can just move them down. Oh wait, just like this. Okay. Take the eyeballs and move them down, because they need to be looking a little down, more down. Yes, too many social medias indeed, Just a Jeffy. I like Mastodon, Just a Jeffy, but the app is totally broken on iPhone. I can't post anything. Every time I try to post something on my Mastodon app on the phone, it just freezes. So that's a problem for me. Let's just try one. But it is cool. I like it. Except for the fact that it doesn't work at all. That part I don't like. It works fine on PC, but I do most of my social media on my phone. So it's kind of a bummer. And there was an update for it today, but I think it was not to fix that. Which is surprising. Like, I don't know why. I don't know how other people can't. Ooh. No, I don't. No. How it's not a problem for other people. Like, maybe I'm just following too many people, and that's why it's broken for me. But how is no one? Oh, come on. How is no one who has the app on iPhone commenting that they cannot post at all? Yeah, Studio. Yeah, it's like Superman 64. It's great, except it doesn't work at all. Ooh, Robin the Red Fox Cat is saying it's food o'clock. Ooh, of course, food o'clock. Yeah, Justin Jeffrey says, yes, there's a lot of stuff on Mastodon that needs fixing, but to be fair, there was no reason until recently that it should have exploded in popularity like it has done. I'm sure it'll get better very, very soon. Yeah, I hope so. I do like it as a platform, and I think it is important to have something like that. Okay, that is better. But now I think I have to close his eyes a bit, because that's a bit scary to have that much white up there. But maybe I'll make his eye rounder, because it's not really round right now. Especially that one. So let's do that. That kind of works. Yeah, it looks more like he's looking down, so that's helpful. So far, my Twitter experience really has not changed that much. But I'm glad that I've started on Mastodon in case that changes. You either TV Prime? Yeah, it's been relatively fine for me. In fact, I would even say I would not have noticed that there had been any like big upheaval or anything, and unless people had said something. Yeah, Lady Alpha, yeah, his eyes are moving. Yeah. Woo 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 woo. But I do think that is looking better. Although I might want to add more of a shadow to his under eye area here. Just because what kind of lighting it is. And there is no actual white being used here, which I was actually playing with the idea of having just a little touch of white and maybe in some area. Maybe, but yeah, so far there is no white in this at all. But I don't know if that's something I would do here. Like, you know how sometimes there's like little just points of light in the eye, maybe. I can't tell if I would do that or not. Because the thing is none of these guys have that. Just looking at the pirates that I'm looking at. The dastardly pirates. Everything is funny with googly eyes. It's true. Slash Studio. Yeah, it's Twitter's your main hub for adventure game stuff. Yeah, Goldman, tell me. Yeah, a lot of folks. I've heard of Tusky, but that's for Android only. Because I did check it out after you guys had mentioned Tusky to me for Mastodon. Yeah, Maximus, yeah, we'll see what happens after the blue checkmark revolution. It keeps being postponed. Yeah, that's something I am interested in. And seeing what happens with that. Because, yeah, I have a blue checkmark, but that's just because I applied for it and they verified me. I'm not paying them anything, and I'm not planning on paying them anything in the future. So I am interested in how that's going to go. Because I have no idea. It's great, googly moogly, a diamond. Oh, that's nice, Sister Jeffy. Are you committed to being a nice person on Mastodon to try and make Mastodon a positive place for myself, people that I engage with? Twitter, on the other hand. Girl, I'll fight anyone there. Oh yeah, they might switch to being yellow. Yeah, that's a good point, Slash Studio, because of the firelight. We're not quite near the stage of doing firelight, but that's something I'm glad you reminded me of. No, Evil Tentacle, I am going to incorporate yellow firelight, but we're not at that stage at this point. Yes, exactly. I'm considering lighting effects for this, but yeah, we are still a ways away from doing that. There's a lot here that still needs to be refined. So it's not something I'm really going to be looking into today, but definitely something to consider for the future, because it is something that will happen on this guy. Because yeah, a lot of this is still pretty unresolved. I wonder if I'll make his lips, kind of give his lips lines or something. I haven't looked into that yet. Maybe that'd be a good idea though. Not too bad. But yeah, oh yeah, I was talking about like lip lines. Let's start a new layer. Simon K 1176 asks, how did you write the story for the game? Did you write it in Axe or that you are now illustrating and animating? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, Simon K. I know the broad strokes of the overall story and what I wanted to happen, the main event in each part of the story, and also from a gameplay perspective, what type of gameplay they would be introduced and used in the different parts of the game. And yeah, and now I am just what I do is I will develop a chapter from beginning to end, so it's until its final form, and then I move on to the next chapter, and that's kind of how I've been developing. So for chapter 6, which I will be starting in the new year, that's the broad strokes of it already planned. I have to like write a document that specifically details everything that happens, and then when I'm implementing the design, that's when I just kind of do the dialogue on the fly in engine, which is what some developers do, but for developers who are actually interested in getting the game localized and want to expedite that process, it's always helpful to have a separate script so that people will know how many words are in the game and everything like that, which I don't have, because that's not something I had really planned for my game, and so it's just all in engine. And Francisco knows about that. Like, Francisco used to write his game in engine as well, but he's now since transitioned to writing a script separately, because it's so much more helpful for localization and also for when you're recording voices. Blaholton, you forgot what day it was, and so you are late. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Better late than never. There's still plenty of time. And Evil Tentacle, I'm glad glad you're liking the glorious beard. I like a beard. Beards are fun. And Cosmic Void 3 asks, Julia, did you first create the world, the rooms, draw them, and then come up with a story? Yes, Cosmic Void 3, that's what I did, because I'm an artist first, and so I just started making rooms without really thinking about it was going to be a story or what. And then I eventually started writing a story to go along with the rooms in the lodge. And that's why there's a lot of stuff in the lodge that's not really used in the gameplay. Because I can't really say like there's a powder room in the game, and I put it in there because I felt like there should be a bathroom on the first floor, but there's not really a gameplay reason for it to be there. So that's the reason why a lot of the lodge is the way that it is. It's because I reasonably couldn't talk my way out of not having them that way. Now Jabberwocky84 asks, will you be recording voices? I will not be recording voices for my game. A lot of reasons for that. The first reason is a lot of the EGA games, well, I think basically all EGA games at the time had no voices. It just was not possible because of space considerations. So that's number one. Number two is voices are expensive, and I'm self-funded, so that's something I didn't even really consider. Number three is voices take a long time to implement. And Francisco, of course, can speak more to that. He mentioned that implementing the voices and doing like the lip sync for Lamplight City was like 3 solid months of work. And so that would just extend out my launch date. So that's something I definitely wouldn't consider either. And also, yeah, with the writing aspect of it, like you have to have your script locked down much earlier because you have to schedule recording sessions and all like the lip sync and everything. And so you don't have the same kind of flexibility to change stuff as I do. So that's another reason why it doesn't have voices. Tesla Studio says, I bet if you printed your game's text and dialogue, it would be about the length of Lord of the Rings. There's so many random lines you have to add for all the odds and ends. Slat, I actually counted how many, like the word count, and estimated, of course, because some of the stuff is like repeated because I'm a sloppy programmer. But I think it's estimated like between 100 and 100,000 words in the game so far. And what I did was I did a count of all like the character lines, because you can do a search, right, for like someone saying something, so you can count out how many lines that is, and then for text display. But it would tell me when the text displays just what the box would be, and so I'm like saying, well, a line of text, my lines of text are about 10 words long, approximately on average, and so I just kind of did a ballpark figure. So it's like 100 to 120, probably something like 120,000 words so far. Yeah, that's a bit off. I'm not finished yet, Slash Studio, but yeah, I have no conception of how long actual novels are. Yeah, yeah, dialogue trees as well, Robin the Red Fox. Everything has to be planned and unlocked on script much earlier, if you're recording voices. Okay, so 100,000 Slash Studio says is a good novel length. Yeah, I don't know how many pages that amounts to generally. I had not really thought about it. But yeah, I mean, the game's not going to be much more than this. Fractal Mind Mike, thanks for the sub. Fantastic. Good to see you, by the way. Fractal Mind Mike is an amazing streamer. So let's shout him out. Shout out at Fractal Mind Mike. Frack. Why isn't his name coming up? Because it didn't capitalize? What's going on? I wrote that right. Yes, Fractal Mind Mike. I think that should work. The Hobbit is 95,000 words. Okay, Evil Tentacle. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, about 200 pages. That's not bad. That's not bad. Jabberwocky says, can you speak to how you developed the parser? Did you create the thesaurus? And how did you know what words not to include? So Jabberwocky, the great thing about Adventure Game Studio, it actually has a text parser built into it. So I didn't have to build anything. I just had to add words to the dictionary. You can tag words as synonyms as well. So, like waste paper basket, bin, trash can, all these things you can have the parser recognize those words as the same word. You've been busy the past few months. I hope good busy. I hope good busy. Yeah, so it's wonderful because it's actually a really good text parser, and very easy to work with. What was I? Oh yeah, the eyes is what I was doing. Yeah, so we might make that firelight in the end, but for now we're gonna leave it like that. Oh, okay. Oh no, day job stressful, busy mostly, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, day jobs can be like that. Okay, so this is not too bad. I think he's definitely looking better at where we want him to look. Oh yeah, I was working on the lips. That's right. I was giving him like lines on the lips. Right. I wonder if I'll give him any gaps in his teeth or what. Not sure yet. Ah, it's leaving for weight training in about 5 minutes, Fractal Mind Mike. Well done. Well done. I like jogging for exercise, but it's come winter in Toronto, things can get slippery, and I find when it gets too cold, it's not that good for my back for running. So I haven't really. I've been trying to just do walks and like sometimes like really brisk walking. I love swimming as a workout, but it's one of those things where I don't currently have access to swimming, but I love it. It's such great exercise. Hmm. I don't know how I feel about the teeth though. Gotta lift that heavy stuff so I can more easily lift that heavy stuff. And Robin the Red Fox, yeah, I like when streamers read the dialogue in their own voices. I think that's so much fun. Maximus also loves jogging. I've done marathons and such even. I've never done a marathon or even approaching anything close to a marathon. I feel like it's a lot of wear and tear, but people's bodies can deal with it, which I'm kind of fascinated by. It sounds very painful. I can't even imagine training for something like that. Because I'd be thinking, oh my gosh, my knees, my back, all these things, which are generally fine for me, but I've had problems in the past. Gets addicting real quick. I don't know. I think my problem is when I jog, I think I jog too hard, so I don't want to do it for that long. And I just like will just be stuck at a plateau where I'm like, okay, I'll do like 4 kilometers or whatever, but not even the full 4 jogging because I just jog too fast for my fitness level. Fractal Mind Mike's, as longest I've run for a race was 20 kilometers. I don't think I want to do a marathon. I don't think I've ever run 20 kilometers in my life at one go. Running is good for your knees. It keeps them soft. I see. Oh, TV Prime got a bum knee too. So most of my cardio days are behind me. Feels bad, man. There's some good low impact workouts if for cardio, like rowing machines are really good. I don't know how that would feel for your knee in particular, but when I was having back problems, the rowing machine was pretty good. Well, not back problems. Like when I was fine from the back problems, rowing machine was pretty good. The old man looks like he has crowns on his molars now. Cool. I don't know if he would have crowns. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of playing with the teeth and seeing how I feel about it. You know, I don't know how I feel about it yet. Oh, you went from 1 mile to 5 kilometer to half marathons last year. Well done. Well, Dr. Teflon got back into biking to the Beat Saber. Notice how much I was out of shape when I got my first my Quest 2 and Beat Saber. Got into biking around April. Biking around 36 to 40 kilometers per week. That's very impressive. Holy cow, you guys. Just be careful not to zone out while running around run off a cliff. Cosmo43 says, in my experience, if you can do 5 kilometers, you can do 20. I don't know. I think maybe if I had a good training regimen or something, but I just what I'll do on mine is I tend to just run for 2 kilometers and then I'll just do like a jog, like a walk run combination after that. I don't know, maybe I just have lousy stamina, which is weird because I used to play a lot of soccer. Maybe when I'm adequately motivated or something I can actually bother to run, but I don't know. I'm kind of fascinated by people who can run the long distances because I never felt like it was in me. You're gonna look and go start training. If you're still on when you get back, talk to you later. Otherwise, see you next time. Fractal Mind Mike, that's wonderful. Have a wonderful time training, and it's really good for you and healthy. So I'm glad to hear that you're doing all that stuff. 2 kilometers is great too if you do it regularly. I have not been doing it that regularly. Like I said, it's gotten too cold to do that here. And I have found that, yeah, when I have jogged, when it's been cold out, which is like probably, less than 5 degrees, my back gets like not good sore. Like I know what good sore feels like, and this is not good sore for me, and so I am extra careful nowadays. Ah, Jabberwocky used to run cross country competitively, just on your own nowadays. I like just the running, but yeah, I have the heart rate monitor thingy. They put like the chest one, and I have like the Garmin GPS watch, an older one, and so I can see what my heart rate is doing when I'm running the 2 kilometers, and like it'll go to like 175 beats a minute, which I'm like, so that's probably too strenuous for running 2 kilometers or whatever, and it's not even that fast. So I don't know what the deal is with me. I think I'm probably just a combination of out of shape and not out of shape. Yeah, it's like I run too hard. I think that's the problem. So like go to 175, 180, and I'll just that'll be the heart rate that I'm at, and then that's why after the 2 kilometers I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna walk for a bit and then jog for a bit. So yeah, see, that's the thing. Just need practice. Need to run at 140-ish. Yeah, that's the thing, because I'm used to playing soccer where if I don't feel like I'm having a heart attack, then I feel like that's not enough work, and so that's probably my problem in terms of like running strategy. That's what I've suspected. Yeah, my only exercise is carrying groceries up 4 flights of stairs. Well, honestly, Blahausen, depending on how often you do that, that's a pretty good workout. And it's a pretty good workout anyway. Stairs can be cruel. Stairs are very strenuous. I read once that when you're going upstairs or downstairs, I forget which, it's like 5 times your body weight. Stairs. Stair climbers are also fun, speaking of stairs. They're fun, good workout. Yes, also, yeah, I do like listening to podcasts when I'm jogging, and I actually found that my stamina is better listening to podcasts while I'm jogging versus actually listening to music. Maybe because I run slower when I'm listening to podcasts or something. Yeah, Simon Case is 80% of max, so 200 minus 8 multiplied by 0.8. Okay, let me write this down. Let's put it on this scrap of paper. That's your max. Okay. You guys. Okay, 80%. Okay, so 200. I'm not going to do it right. I'm not doing this math right now. Times 0.8. I don't tend to get winded from it, at least so I guess I'm not doing that, but no, it's good exercise, and like, yeah, there's no need to get actually winded from exercise apparently, because that's what I tend to do. But yeah, I don't do the proper running strategies. Yeah, never attempt to do math on stream. Yeah, not going to. So I think under here, maybe I need to figure this out better. Ah, time to feed the kitties. Robin the Fox, how many kitties? 2, 3? Ah. Kitties are super sweet. Can I put some hair here? Enjoy your kitties. Because I guess I feel like when I'm running at like 140 beats or something, it's kind of boring. It doesn't feel like a challenge. So then I end up just doing too much and then not being able to like train up my stamina or whatever. So, my own fault. Ah, Elfie, and you have 2 kitties, Copycat and Scruffles. Oh. Simon Cases, I find running on an elliptical the only way to get a consistent maximum heart rate. Spin class 2 will do it. I'm not, you know what, I'm not crazy about elliptical. And, or stationary bike. Stationary bike I find just uncomfortable, and elliptical I find like it feels like everything is too far away. Like I'm short and I have short limbs, and it always feels like it's everything stretching out more than it should. But I love a rowing machine and I love a treadmill. Special Carl, great to see you. Welcome, welcome, Special Carl. Special Carl, of course, is the artist for Betrayed Alliance, which is one of Slash Studios' projects, and his own game, The Amazing Fix, which is very fun to play. I also played that this weekend. Yes, Mouse Miss. Elliptical feels like medieval torture machine. Exactly. In TV Prime, I have tried to grow. I think I stopped quite some time ago, despite my best efforts. Yeah, so though no stationary bike for me, no elliptical. Just neither of those feel comfortable to me. Yes to treadmill, yes to rowing machine. Fantastic. Spin class, the only way you could do it alone is too boring. I can get myself there on my own. I kind of did that on purpose, on my own. Trail running is fun too. I'm too scared to run on trails because I'm afraid I'm gonna fall off or slip and sprain an ankle. I like nice, even pavement or like a running track. Because pavement I know is not good for your like joints or whatever, but a nice little running track is good. Or on grass. Growing sideways all the time, Robin the red fox. It's all good. It's all good. Special Carl says, did you know 200 years ago the treadmill was invented in England as a prison rehabilitation device? It was meant to cause incarcerated to suffer and learn from their sweat. It would mill a bit of corn or pump some water as a bonus. Haha, atonement machine. Treadmills were meant to be an atonement machine. Well, that makes sense. Edmund Detour, good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, Edmund Detour. Thank you so much for your feedback on the Crimson Diamond. I've gone through a lot of your stuff and I fixed a lot of the stuff that you mentioned. You were so super detailed. I'm very, very pleased with what you've given me. Even though I know that was like probably a year ago, I've got around to it and it's fantastic. And I just want to thank you again for that. Yes, run on the grass beside the sidewalk. Problem with that, Simon K, is dog poo. But yes, I do. I try to do that sometimes. Yeah, you just come to check on the art process? Oh, I'm glad you love his nose. Yeah, I'm still working on that. Like, I feel I need to make this bottom part maybe differenter. I haven't really been looking at reference for it, so I feel like I ought to. But I got the basics down here. The beard's really coming in, thank you. The bread's coming in. Yeah, it's coming. Like the hand is a whole other thing entirely, which will probably I should just get rid of it right now. But we were making some progress here. Would be so cool to get into some actual dithering today, but I don't know if we're gonna get there. What if I also give him, more suggestions of that. NBD2 notes super helpful. There actually is some dialogue stuff that you mentioned in the intro that I have revised according to your recommendation. So very good stuff. And Special Carl, I'm glad you like the progress on the art. In fact, what I probably will do now is I probably will just get rid of the preliminary art stuff that's in the front here, because I want to finish off his beard, and that's kind of in my way. Took me years to notice Cobb's beard was fake. Like, yeah, his the thin the thin line here. That's great. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, and so Edmund Detour, I do appreciate both like the technical stuff and also the story content stuff. Like you gave feedback on both, which is really good. Real Lady Elfie, this is 320 by 200 pixels. Another reason I love the Playdate for its resolution. The Playdate I think is 420 by 200 or something. So the resolution is quite close to this, which is kind of nice. So it's not going to be something I'm completely unfamiliar with. So yeah, let's just get rid of this because it's also kind of in the way of rendering something feeling like real. I don't know if any other artists in chat have that same experience where if you're working on a piece, but if you're leaving some parts unfinished, sometimes it's hard to see what it's looking like all put together. It can be hard to sense what it's looking like coming together because the illusion is gone from certain parts. So we're gonna paint that out really quickly. But yeah, what's the level of his suspenders? Okay, it's quite low, so I'm not gonna worry about that. But yeah, we're gonna work a little bit just on the bottom of his beard, and actually maybe we'll pull this collared shirt reference, old-timey collared shirt reference. Yes, Robin the Red Fox. Yeah, tunnel vision can be a problem. But yeah, just getting rid of that helps me to see, because it gets rid of the last bit of the firelight that we will probably add in later again, but it's kind of messing up my perception of what I'm looking at, so it's helpful to get rid of that for now. Let's see here. Slasidia, thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Good luck with all your projects and with Betrayed Alliance. Happy Crimson Tuesday to you. Edmund Dieter, interesting observation. Recently I realized this year has been full of tunnel vision for me. Very interesting. Would you care to elaborate on that at all, even if it's really super vague? Robin the Red Fox says, and when you lose the spontaneity of the piece, it becomes a chore, especially when an art piece is taking hours to complete. Yeah, it's one of those things where sometimes a sketch has more energy than the final, because the final can get all stiff and too bogged down with extra stuff. Judge Khan, good to see you. Welcome. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Yeah, we're just working on our guy here. Of course, we have you can pull this piece. This is what it looks like in the current version of the demo, and so we're just having a nice update of that here. Yeah, it's going pretty well, I think. Like, this piece is definitely not taking anywhere near as long as a lot of the other stuff we've been working on stream for upgrading and updating the intro art, because a lot of stuff had a lot of background detail or architectural detail, and this is just a close-up of a face, which I'm actually much more familiar with doing. And there are fewer rules to follow when it comes to like perspective and backgrounds and hierarchy of what we're looking at. It's all pretty simple. In this one, it's pretty simple compositionally. In terms of what the actual elements of the piece are, it's pretty simple. So it's coming along without too much of a difficulty, it's nice. As I think I mentioned that a lot of the reason Chapter 5 took so long to complete was the animated sequence that I was working on. There were a lot of close-ups and details and animations and like that the train interior that I showed you guys that I got to reuse for the intro. That the train interior took a while just to get a decent viewpoint, and then modifying it so that it could be over different times of the day and everything. So that was a bit of a thing. But yeah, this is going not too bad. I gotta say. The piece after this is going to be fun too. I think it's going to be Nancy at the Royal Canadian Museum, which will be fun because I'll pull, of course, Indiana Jones games. You know, his office in those and what those look like, because it'll have a lot of the same flavor. So that'll be, I think, a fun one too. But we're very slowly working our way through that introductory sequence, and one day it'll all be done. Yeah, after Mouse. So the first one will be like Nancy sitting at a desk, and then her boss comes in into this kind of like a storage room. That's the kind of, it's more like a background, like a more traditional background that would be like one of the rooms in the game, kind of, except kind of spread out more and kind of vignetted. So some of like the outskirts of that room are going to be kind of blacked out. But then, yeah, he moves over to her and drops the newspaper on her desk, and then we switch to a close-up of them having that conversation. Oh, Judge Khan, thank you. Judge Khan says, just want to say how cool and how grateful I am to hang out with you all every week. I really look forward to stopping by. Look, same here. Same goes for you, Judge Khan. Thank you so much for stopping by and being part of us hanging out. It's a huge part of why I do this. You know, it's just really nice to hang out and have chats with you folks, because you guys know so many interesting things. I'm learning something new every week. New things to check out, or games to play, or books, or anything, really. Yeah, Marsmas, I wonder what architectural artifacts we can squeeze onto those shelves, like the storage room in Indiana Jones. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I feel like I might not be able to resist like a little bit of a dagger of Amon-Ra or something. Just like there's nothing you can actually interact with in that scene, so it just would be something very faint in the background. Yeah, the special car, you know stuff. You know all kinds of stuff. Everyone here knows all kinds of really interesting things. The Ark of the Covenant, you know. I don't know. We'll see. The Sam and Max like totem pole thing. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really thought about it. But that's the next piece after this one. So that's exciting. Dash to the dagger. The Civil War treasure in Colonel's bequest, something like that. I don't know. That's the fun thing about that room, because there's so many adventure game treasures you could possibly put in there. Just like how last week for the music stream, it was fun to give Dan a bunch of different examples of triumphant adventure game music, because it's just that's something that happens a lot in adventure games. Artistic Ulysses asks, how many iconic gems are there in adventure games, if any? Well, the Civil War jewelry, like the gems in Colonel's Bequest, I don't know if they're not necessarily iconic. Maybe Crimson Diamond will be the first, because I can't think of any off the top of my head. Day of the Tentacle, the Chrono Gem. Yes. There's a cursed diamond in Monkey Island, Judge Khan. Yeah, very true. In Elaine's ring. So yes, there a few. The reason I keep on fiddling with this beard area is because I can tell that it's uneven and I'm trying to fix it, but then nothing I do seems to make it fix. Because I squint and like, why is this just not evening out? Yes, in the special card there are gems in the amazing fix. They're really tiny, but they're a good way to get turns. Actually, the hardest thing to find, the special Carl, in that game is the treasure, the onyx rings. They're like invisible. They're very hard to find. If does the crystal skull count? That was not a game though, was it? Bill Coon. Oh, there are gems in the King's Quest 2 remake: Air Gem, Water Gem, Earth Gem. Oh wow, Robin the Red Fox. Were they not in the original King's Quest 2? To be honest, King's Quest 2 is, I might have only played that one once with a walkthrough like years and years ago. I have almost no memory of that one. Maybe this is the problem. Yes, yeah, maybe that. They added like content to the remakes? I've not played remakes, so I don't know. Oh, you don't think so? Okay, so those are just added to the remakes. Interesting. That's not bad. It's not bad. But yet now the nose is looking really obvious because there's no other places where the shadow is doing that. Artistic Khaleesi says, I only asked since you guys brought up Easter eggs. Maybe Nancy could have some gems or rocks in her office. I would like that. I would. I can't think of any off the top of my head. That would be obvious. The frog rock from Sam Max Hit the Road. It's something like that. It would be like it wouldn't really necessarily be an office. It's more like a storage area in the basement where she's kind of sitting. So there'd be shelves full of stuff, you know. Let's see about adding some shirt detail, because his just expansive purple is kind of throwing me off. Okay, so Robin the Red Fox says they added more story elements to the first 3 King's Quest games. These are fan remakes, though not official CR. Right, gotcha. I had heard tell. I've seen like screenshots of the fan remakes. I had not played them, so I had no idea they actually added stuff. That's interesting. Oh wow, it's almost 10:30. Time has just flown right by. Yeah, nose looks like the centerpiece. Yeah, I'm starting to think at a glance that we're going to start needing to get into the shirt, which is going to be a bit of an issue because we're not going to see, because of his beard, we're not going to see actually that collar. But what this is actually handy for is like seeing where the shoulders drop in, right? So you know we can have here is where that shoulder is right here, right? So we're gonna just start adding a bit of folds and seams and things, you know, because right now it's this lack of detail in those areas is really kind of interfering with my ability to suspend my disbelief. Right here. So shoulders, so it's kind of like an oversized shirt on him, I guess. Here, just drop some of that in. Oh, Bilkin fell asleep here in front of your computer for about 45 minutes. Stood up late watching YouTube stuff. 45 minutes in front of the computer is pretty impressive. You must have a comfortable chair. Yeah, and you're welcome to enjoy the stream in whatever manner suits you best. That is true. Maximus is absolutely right, Bilkin. Robin the Red Fox's other gems I remember are emeralds in King's Quest V that you lure out an elf with them. I don't even. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember that. And I have played King's Quest V. Gem you put in the eye of the skull for Quest for Glory and Baba Yaga's hat, Robin the Red Fox. You have a really good memory, Robin the Red Fox. Oh my gosh. Idiocracy, good to see you. Amazing how much a few lines of detail add to a picture. Yeah, I agree, Idiocracy. That's why it's important to have good visual reference for small stuff, because just a little bit of something is really going to help with that illusion of reality. And so we're going to just drop in some of that at the buttons maybe here that go into the collar, which we won't. I might actually cheat it and give him a bit of the collar, even though judging from the reference here, we wouldn't see any of it. I feel like I might do it anyway. Yes, his beard looks really scraggly. Maybe too scraggly. Yeah, artifacts and references from EJ games you played on stream, like Angel's Tears. Just something that reads immediately, though, is what the thing is because it's it's nothing you can look at or interact with, so you won't be able to read any text descriptions. So that's the issue there. So yeah, it would be like, it would have to be something fairly easy to see. But yeah, that's all stuff we can think about. Looks pretty well kept to you. Yeah, maybe, it's not it's not that scraggly. I could have gone more scraggly, I guess. Oops. Yeah, exactly. We could have one of Special Carl's masks hanging on the wall. Anything like that. Yeah, absolutely. Um, that would be like one of those things. It would be a clear detail. That would be super fun to do. So that one, I am looking forward to that piece for a lot of reasons. Okay, so there's that. It kind of looks like pajamas or something. Not necessarily a bad thing, but Robin the Red Fox. The crystal shard you get from the cave to stop the statues on Mordak's Island from killing you stood out to me because it reminded me of a scene from Neverending Story. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I've come to realize either Robin the Red Fox, you've got an amazing memory, or mine is just not a competitive memory. Yeah, I think what I might do is I might cheat it a little bit to give this some, semblance of a collar, really. And then I'm going to need some suspenders reference, because I'm not convinced. But yeah, this is 10:30. We've hit 10:30. Let me go to Big Me, but I'm also going to take a moment and back this up on my Google Drive. That takes us to 10:30, which means we are in Cruise for a Corpse territory. I'm going to pull up my Cruise for a Corpse walkthrough. Okay, great. So, let me pull this up. And we're going to get started on more Cruise for a Corpse. And I totally forgot to figure out the relationships everyone has with each other in that game. I was going to do that for stream prep, but I forgot to write it down on my planner, so of course I completely forgot. So we're gonna get into that. Yes, you can have Cruise now, Bilkin, exactly. Yes, I go. Look, the special crawl. I don't call it cheating. I call it my self-guided tour of Cruise for a Corpse. Okay, let's find. Here it is. Okay, so Let me scroll down to where I was in the game. Okay. Okay. Let me change my tag. Let me go to Show and Tell Halloween. Let's turn off music. I gotta turn down desktop audio because this is a loud game. Cruise for Corpse. Cruise for Corpse. Okay. Right. So. Cruise for Corpse. Here. Okay. Why is it not showing up? Give me one moment. I wonder if you can hear that. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Great. So we're gonna need to fix everything. Okay. Can hear. Good. Too loud? How is this the loudness level? This game is pretty loud. Okay. Pretty good. Good. Great. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to restore our game. Okay, so we're going to... This game is amazing. It's difficult and amazing. Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, the Twitch never likes this part. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, load. Walk through latest. Confirm choice, yes. Okay, so. We were here. We were here. Oops, okay. What we were doing. What we were doing. What we were doing. One moment, please. Okay, let's check what time it is. That'll help. Okay. So a lot like Colonel's Bequest, we have a time. So 10:30 is our time. Yes, Master is thinking. Might get loud and sometimes very uneven in this game. Oh, nice. Robin the Red Fox used to help your brother solve a lot of those puzzles growing up. It's a really nice like group activity. So 10:30. Okay. 10:30. 10:30. Oh, I thought we already. Can't be the latest because we already done some of this stuff. Hold on. I think maybe I've surprise, but I just may have not done this properly. Let's just see what time it is in this one. Give me 1 second. Time. Okay, so this is way later. Okay, so 11:40. Okay, yes, we did go further. So here's Lady. Okay. So what? I missed the time. Looking for the time. Okay. 11:40. 11:40. Okay. Okay. Right. Open left wardrobe. Okay. So this is Suzanne, who is the awesome lady that we met at the bar and also was at the front of the boat, and she has that shirt dress on, like the purple shirt dress. So I feel like, you know what? Maybe we've already done this. Hold on. Okay, we don't have it. Okay. Okay, there's a thing we need from here. We're looking for cosmetics case and a prescription. So let's do that. Okay, wait. No. This? Yes. Okay. Which I thought we had done this. I thought so too, Maximus. Yeah, rough Friday night TV from Indeed. Search. What's the difference between inspect and search? But we don't have the prescription in. Oh, so here it is. Take prescription. Okay. I could have sworn as well. Okay. So let's look at prescription. Read. Okay. Very long prescription list. I love the colors that were used in this piece of paper. Yeah, her hand moved. She's slightly animated. She will. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, yeah. It's nice. Okay. Okay. Go to bar. And this game does have a fast travel, which is really nice. And I'm still debating whether I'm going to have that in my game or not, but I'm kind of thinking no. Yet honestly, the thing I like least about this game is the music. Oh my goodness. Pixel Turkey, good to see you. Really want to try this game out on an old glowy CRT. This is a beautiful game, and I feel like I'm getting deja vu. Yeah, Judge Khan, EGA representative are again. Blue nevertheless conveys white for the paper. Absolutely. Hobbs Barrow has fast travel, but didn't like it and didn't use it. Massimo said, "Interesting. Interesting." I love going to bar. I usually order sandwich with drink. Mystery Science Theater 3K. So yeah, I feel like we've already done this, but that's okay. This is just a minor amount of rehashing. You'll indulge me. Upper deck. And apparently, okay, Suzanne, the lady that was just barely moving in her cabin, we get to talk to her now. I could have sworn we've done this before. I'm so sorry. She's not in the mood to talk to us, but we can do an inventory puzzle on her. So, serve a drink to Suzanne. Oh, wait. No. Glass. Fill up. No, no. Glass. Okay, wait. What's happening? Suzanne. Serve a drink. Okay. She doesn't look like she liked it, but I'm going to assume that she liked it. Okay. Funny enough, I needed a little pick-me-up. Oh, Suzanne. She's so stylish. Slipped her some Poison TV Prime. We like Suzanne. We're going to ask her about various. Prescription. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's ill. Mouse Miss, I don't know if you're here for this, but I feel like we've already done this, but that's okay. Okay. Go to smoking lounge. Talk to Tom. Okay. Okay. Bye. Okay. Okay. Thank you for your help. The special Carl. You will have to go to bed. It's good. I'm so glad that you were able to drop in as usual, as always. Ask about speakies. Just show press pass. Yes, have a wonderful night. We must go to smoking lounge. Nope. There it is. See ya. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Looks like Cookie Monster took a bite out of her head. Let's speak to Tom. Yeah, this music, I don't even know. Maybe it sounds better in a different synth. Okay. Talk to Tom about Agnes's illness. It's kind of interesting because it's kind of a hard dialogue tree. Okay. Yeah, so she was ill. Okay. She stayed at Nicholas's even though she was seriously ill for several months. Okay. Agnes's death. Large fortune and surprising will. Okay, great. Agnes's will. He doesn't know about it. All the tropes are here, Maximus. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Okay. She left most of it to her son. Oh, wait, we don't know that yet. Okay. Okay, thank you for your help. I think we've already done this part. But when I do the LP on YouTube, I will edit this part out. It's a good refresher for me. Okay. We must go to portside bow main deck. Port. Knock on the top door. Okay, come in. When I save the game next time, I will just save it with the date of the game, so there's no mistaking it. Okay. Okay. I don't trust this guy one bit. Agnes's death. Left. Okay, she died 3 months ago. Her will. Okay. Yes, Dick Schmuck. I remember this. Dick SCH school Schmuck. Schmuck. His. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we did do this. Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay. This is nice. Look at those 2 pixels of cyan. I think I even mentioned that last time. Oh my gosh. Family scandal. This music is terrible. I'm just gonna say it now. Okay, fruit of the union. Ladder placed in orphanage. Okay, shut herself up. Agnes shut herself away. That's the aunt that died recently. Okay. Dick Schmock. How do you pronounce that, you guys? SCHMOCK. So Agnes left most of her money to the illegitimate child. Okay. Agnes's son? Oh, we'd already asked that, didn't we? He's gonna. If we do we get the same thing? Yes. Okay, no. Okay, we don't want it. Stop it. So sorry. Oh my god. Oh yes, indeed. Okay, so sorry. Shmuck? You think? Shmuck. Blaholtzen. Okay. Okay. Bye. Fascinating. Walk south one screen. Look through the port. Yeah, we did see Rebecca arguing with Tom. Walk south. Schmuck. Okay. And yes, we did do this. Look through. Rebecca and Tom. Right. This is nice, though, isn't it? Okay. Yes, so she's annoyed because Dick got the money. Right. She says she's going to kill Dick. Okay. Yeah, the visuals are really something. Like this, just the effect of the metal within the porthole is really good. The brass, lovely. Glue stick of an inspector. I wonder when glue sticks were invented. Okay. Okay. So this is the part I don't think we've done this next part. Go to Daphne Karabujan and Suzanne Plum's cabin, which I don't think we've ever seen. This one. Oh, maybe we have. What is this? What was this banana thing that was just waving? Give it to me. Give it to me. Okay, look at. Smock? Pronounced as Ethel and Colonel's because Schmock. Okay. One of her arm frames is misaligned, messes up the guy's shoulder. There's a scarf hanging. I want the scarf. No. Okay. Oh, we have been in here before. Excuse me. Okay, we gotta search. There's a pile of laundry, apparently. Nope. I think we've done a lot of this. Gorgeous blouses. Sheet. Take the sheet. Not interesting. Suitcase. Look at. Where's the laundry? Oh, here it is. Search. An envelope. I love all these shots. Look, this is not even anywhere close to white, but we think of it as white magic. 1912, July 14th. Last night a tragic accident. Okay. Driver young woman ran head on into a tree. Husband Nicholas Karabujian, who is the one who died at the beginning of this game. Important businessman. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oops, I don't need to do that. I've got the magic. I've got the magic. The magic map. Oh. He did that on his own. On his own. On his own. Map. Back to Dick Schmock and Father Fabiani's cabin. Where did it go? Here it is. Let's see. Okay. Open the second wardrobe. From the left. And take the pocket watch. I'm trying to think in my head of how this would make sense to a person playing this legitimately, but I don't know. Take the pocket watch? An iron box? Do I get to open it? No, it's just an iron box. Just don't even worry about it. Oh, there's a pocket watch on the bottom here. It's like 6 pixels. Look at this. Take. Real Lady Elfie. I like the okay, take the watch. I like a lot of this game. It doesn't, for me, it's hard to when I was trying to play this legitimately, it's kind of hard to think about how to play it. This beautiful watch must be worth a lot, and that's why we took it. Okay. Go to Niklos and Rebecca Karabujian's cabin. Okay. Because I'm not sure, like, beyond just wandering around and trying to talk to people, I don't know how this game is indicating to me how to do this stuff. Oh. Oh, I don't think we've ever spoken to her. Stealing is cool. Thank you, Paul Holton. Can I help you, Inspector? Oh, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Okay, I don't think we've ever talked to this woman. We're gonna talk to her about everything. I don't care what this walkthrough says. Exactly, Bill can co-op player giving directions to the Let's Player from the walkthrough. There's no way you would know this, but okay, so her and Tom. So Rebecca is the daughter, right, of Nicholas Karabujian. Tom. Has she never heard of his financial difficulties? Okay. Julio. Okay. Wow, lady. Maybe a little spineless, but he will be certainly the ideal husband for Daphne. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, this is his new wife. Wait a second. Yes, okay, this is Nicholas Karabujian's new wife. Sorry, Daphne's the daughter. That's right. Yeah, it's interesting how they seem to often use dark gray to shade the dark blue. The dark gray is like lighter than the dark blue, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, the blue is lighter on their monitor, you think? I don't know. That's what's the dark blue is actually probably the darkest color, second darkest color after black. Okay. I am going to. Yeah, you. How about you? How about Rebecca? You're Nicholas. Yeah, this is Nicholas's new wife. She's gorgeous. Oh wait, no. Change suspect. Fabiani. More to him than meets the eye. Speaking of Transformers, there's more to Father Fabiani than meets the eye. Okay. Serious trouble. So that was about the gambling, the tower. Oh no. Yeah, Belkun, I was going to prepare a family tree for the characters in Cruise for a Corpse, but then I just forgot. I don't have a good reason, except I didn't write it down that I was to do. So you know what? Let me write this down now. Let's nip that in the bud. But I don't know what's going to be next week, but I will write that down now. So So stream prep. Prep. Cruise for corpse. Relationship. Diagram. Okay, so it's now written, so I won't forget again. Okay. Maybe they had an odd screen, you think, Blaholtzen? For the artist had an odd screen thinking that the dark gray was going to be darker? Yeah, maybe better on CRT. Yeah, good point. Charity. The young ones took part in it. Suzanne and Fabiani, they both like to drink, maybe? She doesn't gossip? Oh, come on, lady. Okay, Suzanne. Okay. Okay. Nicholas did not like Suzanne. Okay. Right. Suzanne's confinement. Yeah, she was not. Yeah, so she was ill. Okay. She doesn't like Dick. We know she doesn't because we saw her arguing to her husband about wanting to kill him. Right. Hector is the butler. Yes. Nicholas Karabutin's butler. I do know that. It's the women I have trouble like getting straight, even though they all look distinctly different. I don't think we've talked to Daphne yet, potentially, which is why I have trouble sorting her out. Pocket watch. Here's Nicholas's necklace. Agnes medicine, press clipping. You never saw the article about your husband's previous wife dying? Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Right. Agnes was Nicholas's aunt, indeed. Yeah, we know all of this, but I want to know what she thinks. Oh, so she was terrible. So Rebecca, not a fan of Agnes. Oh wait, did that already? Okay, so Niklaus treated Anne like a queen, but everyone was disappointed that he gave the money mostly to her illegitimate son. Oh, geez. Right. Okay. She has some opinions. Okay, so we're done with her. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now I can talk to Daphne now at 110. So let's do that. Bye. Well, I like her room. Okay. What time is it? Did time even pass? 110? I need it to be 110. I need it to be 110. Why isn't this 110? Go to upper deck. Go to upper deck. Talk to Rose about herself. She's Tom's wife. Okay, so that's what I haven't done yet. So I don't. Yeah, it's really hard to say. Like, how would I know to do any of this? Upper deck. Was this released both EGA and more colors, or did one come out before the other? Blaholtzen, the VGA version came out before this one did. Yeah, she needs a long cigarette like D. Vasquez and Ace Attorney. Yeah, I like a long cigarette. Oh, so yeah, here's Rose. So Suzanne is the one who was drinking that gave the drink. With Rose is Tom's wife. See, we haven't talked to a lot of these people. That's why I don't know them. If this was an Infocom game, you could just type wait. Although I do agree, I'm glad time does not auto progress. So you just click around until you find the right move. Yeah, it's just kind of like not too much of a fun gameplay to me. Okay. So we've not talked to her before. So we're gonna just go all the way through this. What are you insinuating? Oh, between Rebecca and Tom. This is. Oh, Tom and Rebecca are having an affair? No, Tom would have told you about his financial difficulties. I don't know, lady. Okay. It's, yeah, like some of these people I haven't had a chance to talk to at all since the beginning of the game. So, right. Rebecca. Rebecca is Nicholas's wife, whom who might be having an affair with Tom. Daphne. Daphne is Nicholas Karabugin's daughter. Rebecca is his wife, the new wife. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. See, now that we have the women talking about each other, I'm getting it more. Oh, interesting. Okay, Blaholtzen said, so maybe the blue-gray thing is just a result of the way they reduced the color down from the other art. Strong shoulders. That the dress. I'm wondering if they're trying to make her look a bit dowdy, kind of like she's kind of got a like a worried look on her face. The puff sleeves. I like the dress underneath. Okay. I believe they will one day scratch each other's eyes out. Let's just say Rebecca isn't a very nice person. I could tell. I don't know. Maybe she's just strong opinions. Puts on airs behind her la-di-da manner. She's superficial and capricious. Okay. Meow. Rebecca. You. How are you? How are Rose? You're Tom's wife. That's it? Wow, lady. I think I found Rebecca a heck of a lot more interesting than you. It was the 80s. It's 1912 or 1910s somewhere. Real Lady Elfie. Fabiani. Yeah, need to color code the relationships, yeah. But she thinks Father Fabiani is a fine man. She doesn't care about... Oh, she looked a little upset by that. By the gambling allegations. Yes, they're good friends. I don't know about his suitcase, his vice. The father's been gambling for ages. Okay. Oh, he's a real gambler. Okay. That was something. Suzanne is a dear friend. Okay. I see. I don't actually. I don't know what Suzanne's relationship to all this is right now, except that she was invited and no one, like Nicholas Karabugin, doesn't like her. Right. I just did this. Yes. Thank you. Me and my bad memory. Okay. 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 Confinement, delicate health, dispute, illness. Ask her directly. Change subject. This guy. Oh, she does not like him. That's great. None of her business. The inheritance. Hector. Nicholas's butler. No one has much to say about him. Various. Pocket watch. Okay, Nicholas's pocket watch. Never saw it. Okay. Oh, so she heard this conversation. Very interesting. Is this going to be a flashback? No. Okay, they were arguing. Okay, interesting. Nicholas's death. Necklace. Okay. Okay, Daphne boarding school. Nicholas waited until she was a little bit older to tell her the truth. Wow, yikes. About the car accident. I see. In charge of all the invitations announcing Daphne's engagement to Julio. A real Lady Elfie actually hated the shoulder pads and power suits in the 80s, so I wonder what would have happened if I showed up wearing the 80s power suit to a job interview now. Yeah, wasn't that a strange? That was a strange time. I remember some of my mom's clothes having those shoulder pads. I don't think I ever did them though. Oh, Bilkin says in the 1980 movie Somewhere in Time, Christopher Reeve hypnotizes himself to travel back to 1912. That's quite a feat. Okay. Serious illness. Okay. No one knew Agnes had a son. Okay. Fractal Mind Mike, hello, I'm back. My motorcycle jacket still has shoulder pads. Of course, well, yeah, I mean, that's like for safety, I guess. For padding for in case of safety needs. And it's not to make like you look like a power lady. Yeah, okay. I assume not. Okay. 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 So, so this okay. Oh, sorry. I just I forgot who I'm speaking to. Okay, so this is Rose. Okay, thank you. I lost track. Go to Nicholas. Talk to Rebecca. Oh my gosh. Did I go to the wrong person? Am I talking to the wrong person right now? Wait, this is Rose? I'm supposed to be talking to Daphne. I'm supposed to be talking to Daphne. Oh my gosh. Go away. Well, I did something. Oh, okay, talk to her. Okay, so I go to no, now I got to go to Daphne. Oh my gosh, these people. No. Real Lady Alfie, my mom wore smaller, more subtle shoulder pads into the 90s. Well, I think all kind of like blazer type jacket things have a little bit something in there to hold form. This might be the first time we get to talk to Daphne, right? If I'm not mistaken. Whoa, she's right there. Oh, cool! Yeah, definitely haven't met Daphne yet. So this is Nicholas Karabujan's daughter. Fractal Mud Mike, I've been meaning to play Cruise for Corpse for this whole year. I'm going to have to get onto it next year probably. Uh, I'd be interested in watching you play it. I'm not. I don't think I'm usually on around the time that you're streaming, but it would be cool to watch the VOD if you play the VGA one. She's cool. Oh my gosh, look at this lady. Okay. Yes, play the Amiga version. Yeah, exactly. I have not talked to you at all. We're gonna have the full talk. Amiga version. Okay. I Dame it incognito. Yeah, I like her mouth. You see how her mouth kind of purses forward like that? It's nice. I like her. She's got a lot of personality. Rebecca, new wife. Impatient, ambitious. Everything to seduce my father and get him up the aisle. You weren't invited, Daphne. And she would not have gone. Very inconspicuous. Our kind of a person. Yeah, the game was made for Amiga first. Yeah, I think Pete. Oh, look at her little face. It's great. It's great. This is none of my business. Her and Rebecca, yes. Selfish. Rebecca, real lady Alfie, I'm worried about how she's holding that purse. She looks like I'm about to grab it and run off with it or some way. Like, I don't know where I'd go, but yeah, she's great. She's great. No one has anything to say about Rose. Poor Rose. Right. Unhappy marriage. Right. Okay, relationship. Oh no, he doesn't pay much attention to his wife. Rose was Power Pad, right? That's who Rose was? Yes. Maybe she has a derringer. Just kind. She looks like she doesn't take crap from anyone. Exactly. Real lady Alfie, don't touch my purse. I don't know you. Man, you just know that if we were all going to attend like a Cruise for a Corpse like cosplay party, I would cosplay as Daphne Karabujan. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Excellent relationship. Okay, with family. Go ask the father. Lightning struck the bell tower. Julio and her. So she'll know about Julio. Right. I don't know what you're getting at. It doesn't look like him. It doesn't look like him? The gambling? You don't think he gambles? What do you... You should know. Mouse was... No, we have... I don't think we've talked to Hector yet. This is very true. Yeah, Judge Con, you should make the party one of your Patreon goals. Everyone must pick. So we can only have so many people come to this party because we all have to pick the characters. You can have a cruise for a corpse, little cruise. Bilkin says, I forgot, what kind of name is Karabujan? I'm assuming it's Armenian, but I don't know. My friends sometimes criticize me for being impulsive. Right. Okay. You don't want to talk about this, your engagement? Aw. Okay. Yeah, I just this is the thing about conversation trees I'm not crazy about, but yeah, it's good to be able to get all the information very systematically. Make fun of poor Suzanne. Delicate health, hospitalized several times. Okay. Okay. Wow, just let's work our way down. Well, Hector. I miss Dick. Oh, I sometimes feel like I've always known him, yet I've only known him for a month. Interesting. Yeah. Dick got all the money. Oh, dispute. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's why Dick was invited on board, just because Rebecca was about to hit him. Exactly. Yeah, Maximus. Yeah, I wish the topics we'd already discussed were grayed out, like on Gabriel Knight, and it probably wasn't invented yet. Pocket watch. Oh. Necklace prescription. I wonder if these random animations, if the animations are random, if these are reactions to what we're talking about. Because it looks like she's reacting to certain things, but it's hard to tell. Okay. Okay. Heart attack. Okay. So, I think we've done all the conversation laundry list. Okay, thank you for your help. More time passes. Oh, yes, Tintin reference. Yeah. Blahos, I had read that. Karabujan, alias Jebel Amila, is a steam merchant ship that appears in The Crab with the Golden Claws. Its name is supposedly Armenian, though it is strange to consider as the country of Armenia does not have a coastline. The ship was under the command of Captain Archibald Haddock until his control was taken over by his turned rogue first mate Alan Thompson. She thinks she knows where Carmen Sandiego is. Oh, here's Thing. Here's our guy. Talk to Julio. Look, it's Julio. I like how we we like diagonally crab walked to Julio. Oh, Blahos, your brother's name is Tintin? That's awesome. Okay. Talk to Julio about Pocket Watch. What? That was fast. They played all night. Oh my gosh, too fast. Oh my gosh. Okay, basically, Father Fabiani lost the watch in a gambling night. Okay, wait. Yes. Okay. He lost. Okay, I'm gonna play that again. I'm gonna. I'm gonna do that again. I got it. How do I turn cycles down in DOSBox? Hold on. I'm gonna check that real fast so that we don't have the same problem. Oh no. Okay, Control F11. Thank you, Maximus. Control F11. Oh, wait. No, wait. That's not the right. I gotta be on here. Okay, Control F11. No? Wait. Oh, wait. I know why. Because... Okay, there we go. Okay, let's turn it down to something manageable, and we'll try that again. Tintin and Poirot are both Belgian, so maybe that's why they included the reference. Tintin. Yeah, I didn't know that. I've never heard of Tintin as a name. I always figured it was like a nickname. Various. Let's try this again. Watch. Oh my gosh. That's not any slower, is it? That was just as fast. How did this not? Yes, Lady Alfie. This guy is dapper. He is certainly dapper, but he talks way too fast. I'm gonna try. I don't think turning the cycles down helped at all. But I'll turn them down further, and we'll try this one more time. And I'm gonna try to read really fast. Watch belongs was. Oh my gosh. Played all night. Okay, never seen him like this. Beginning El Prado, his luck changed. He bet everything. So that's okay. That's Father Fabiani's Pataguach. I think that marginally got slower. Origin and meaning pet form of names ending in tin. Okay, so let's pump up the cycles again. Cause yeah, the cycles didn't have much to do with that. Oh wait. Okay, whatever. I don't even think we got to. Okay, that's fine. I can't remember what we talked about with this guy, so we're not even gonna try. We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move right on. Oh, apparently it's a Nordic thing too, so that explains why I've met several of them and you guys haven't. Yeah, I've never met a Tintin, Blaholtzen, to be honest. Okay. Talk about Nicholas's death. Okay, so Carbujin was nice to Julio. My goodness. Okay, thank you. Back to the bar. Talk to Suzanne about Rose. I'm gonna save this game. We have covered a lot of ground. So this one is definitely not this. Deck 6. 130. Okay, more common in Sweden than anywhere else according to this random graph I found. Alright, gotcha, Blaholtzen. Okay, let's talk to Suzanne. Okay. Talk to Suzanne about Rose. Oh yeah, I don't know how we would figure this. Oh, she had an affair, Rose did. Since then, she seems to be afraid to get involved in anything. That sounds like she, learned a lesson or something? Doesn't... Oh, she's in a sad marriage. Okay. Okay. That's all I had to talk to this woman about. But I've not asked her about the pocket watch, so let's ask her about the pocket watch. Never seen this pocket watch. Just remind me of who you are again and what your relationship is to everything. Okay, she's just a friend. Okay, that's why I don't know. Okay. Oh, Blaholtzen. So Tintin, a nickname for Christine, Tina, Quentin, Martin. Tintin. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I never would have thought, but that totally makes sense. Okay. Go to a dining room. Talk to Fabiani about Daphne and Rebecca's relationship. This feels so repetitive to me. Maybe I'd be more engaged if I was actually playing the game, I guess. But yeah, it just seems like I'm going around and I'm asking everyone about other people. Here we are back with this guy. Okay. So what's new, Inspector? Okay, they ignore each other. Daphne. Brilliant. Okay. Daphne's rebellion. So she's like a cool teenager. Uh, so Daphne and Rebecca's relationship. Here it is. Okay, yeah, so we did talk about that. Okay. Rebecca's personality. So this is, yeah, Rebecca's personality. Okay, gotcha. Rose is Rose. Is the solicitor Melville's daughter? Wow, it's kind of sad that everyone knows that they don't have a good marriage. Oh, oh wow, she's engaged to Raphael Lambert, who is also a jerk. Oh, bad luck, Rose. Talk to me about this guy. Okay. Oh, scandal. Oh, okay. So she was engaged to another dude. Talk about Daphne's mother. Okay, the first wife, yes. Mercedes Carbujan. A right jerk as well, exactly, Bill Coon. Thank you, Father. Okay, gotcha. I think that's it. Oh, Mercedes. Yeah, Mercedes. We can ask about Mercedes now. I don't even want to make any kind of joke about Mercedes being in a car accident. That's horrible. Um, admirable woman, sweet and gentle. Real tragedy. Given the car for their 6th wedding anniversary. He thinks he's responsible for her death. Okay, gotcha. Okay, TikTok. Oh my gosh. Ow. Okay. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. It's all good. Map. We need to go to Nicholas Carbujan's office. Hector, finally we have Hector. Oh. Yeah, I don't think we've had a chance to talk to Hector, have we? Okay. Am I wrong? Maybe we have. It's been too long. Mm-hmm. Oh, so this guy approves of Julio and Daphne. Hmm. Is he holding a long? It's a feather duster. Yeah, you haven't. Yeah, there it is. Like you, for some reason, it's not fully connected. I kind of missed what this said. Actually. Oh no, okay, I didn't. So we're gonna go down the list. Ladyship. Okay, charming and ambitious. Yes, a feather duster. Okay. They ended up getting along, Hector? No one thinks that. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's Hudson. Those pens are the big proofs that girls had into the 2000s. I never had one of those, but yeah, I do know exactly what you mean. He's just writing. Oh, wait. Yeah, Rose's Grief. Raphael Lambert. Okay. Interesting. Man. Oh. Okay, poker game. So that's something new that we got to ask about now. He lost everything and argued. Wow, that's kind of weird. So Nicholas Karabujian and Father Fabiani had an argument about the gambling loss. Oh, motives. Okay, right. 1990s, Google tells you with those pens. Yeah, Judge Koenigsegg, I think I realized why I couldn't get into this game as a kid. Too talky for 9-year-old me. Not enough puzzle solvery. Yeah, there is not much puzzle solvery here. It's just going to people and asking them questions and then getting more topics to ask the people questions. Yes, a delay on the fuzzy the the pens with the fluff took a while to get to Sweden. The Holtzen. Yikes! It's in the blood. Okay, the gambling. Oh my gosh, so many questions to ask. I probably will be done at when I finish asking this guy this stuff. Very narrative driven indeed. Stunning couple. Right. What? No, you didn't exceed rebellion. Hmm. Right. Dick. Schmuck. You, Hector. Oh, there's a big thing happening at 2:20 in this game. Either stop before I see and finish then. Um, I'm not going to get there, I don't think, Masmus. Once I finish asking Hector everything, I'm probably going to be done for the night. I'm quickly skimming these to see if there's anything of interest. It's funny that Rebecca was responsible for Julio and Daphne's engagement invitations. Okay, so Hector might know a lot about Agnes because he was in the house too. Oh, right. Already did that. Okay. Right. Don't know anything about the will and the sun? Indeed. Yeah, Jabberwocky, there's a lot to ask. It only gets more. Oh, okay, she was killed when Daphne was 5. Okay. Whew. Okay, so let me just read ahead to see what else they have to do here. Okay, I think we've got a little bit more time to do one more thing. One more thing. It's not going to get us to 2:20, but there's just one quick thing. Is that a detractor, Jabberwocky? What a detractor? I lost the thread. Upper deck. So there's a bag here. Yeah, a lot of the stuff we have to find on screens, it just seems coincidentally. Nice gun advertisement, actually, isn't it? Wow, it's really pretty. Um, are really small little things on the screen. Gun advertising. But who has given you permission to look through my purse, Inspector? This is. You're not behaving like a gentleman. Okay. 2 o'clock. Guns. So this is Rose, right? Rose had a gun advertisement. Can I don't think I can save it on this screen, right? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay. I'm going to call this December 6th. December 6th. Latest. Well, I'll just say, yeah, latest, because it is the latest this time. Woo! You, my lady, you look like your puffy sleeves. You don't think I'm going to suspect you're hiding a gun in your puffy sleeves? Yeah, like the options, yeah, Jabberwocky, honestly, having so many conversational topics, and I forget what I've asked people, and then it's just a bit of a. I think changing the color of the subjects or the topics would have been super helpful in keeping track of stuff. But let us. What I'm going to do is. I'm going to take us to a place with some of that glorious music in it. Okay. And that's going to take us to about 11:30. We're going to have this playing gloriously in the background. Woo! Yeah. I'm going hoarse actually, so that's a good time to hand off anyway. Happy Crimson Tuesday, everybody. Thank you for being here and watching the creative process at work. Thank you for watching me kind of talk to people in Cruise for a Corpse as we slowly get through this thing. It's still somewhat enjoyable because I kind of do enjoy the story. I just wish it was delivered in a more compelling way, but it's still a good experience. Thank you so much, you guys. Yeah, next week we'll see about having a Dan on. I'm not sure what's going to happen. If not, of course, we'll have more art. We'll work on our dude more and more Cruise. But yeah, we're going to look for someone to raid. And as promised, I'm going to check for Robot Spacer because he's playing Oberdin. And Oberdin is amazing. So let's just quickly look. Oh wow, Jabberwocky, thank you so much for the sub. TV Prime, good to see you as well. Evil Tentacle, Judge Khan, Bill Coon, Blowholton, Jabberwocky. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. It's always a wonderful time every Tuesday to be with you guys. And Robot Spacer is indeed playing Return of the Oberdin. So yeah, I know Maximus, you suggested Rise of the Dragon VGA, Bites and Beers, but my gosh, Return of the Oberdin, you guys. The only reason I would recommend that you not come along for raid is that you want to play this yourself and you don't want anything spoiled, which I would totally understand. Do the raid, gotcha. Okay, we're gonna do the raid. Jim Matt, also thank you for being here. It's always good to see you. Let's get this going. Let's get the raid going, you guys. And the raid message will be, yeah, don't spoil Return of the Oberdin. Absolutely not. Please play it. If you love adventure games, it's a bit of a different style of adventure game, not like the usual conventional style, but if you like adventure games and deductive reasoning, it's just a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece. Let's put up this. So raid message will be, Crimson Raiders love the din. Crimson Raiders love the din. And we're gonna just whatever things you have. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Raid. Robot Spacer. Yes, Maximus, yeah, I understand if you want to skip the raid. Totally understand that. Thank you guys again so much. Happy Crimson Tuesday. hopefully next week I will be finished with the feedback. We'll see how, because some of the feedback has been wonderfully gloriously detailed, and so that takes more time to wade through, but I'm hoping that it'll all be done and I'll be starting on the Christmas card, which I won't be showing you guys because the patrons get them first eyes. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna play you guys out with this glorious music. Oh my goodness. Have a wonderful rest of your week. We're gonna set that rate up now. We're gonna go. Alright. Bye. Hit it.